Hi everyone, so we're late, real life. Should we just get the guests out? Yes, let's do it. Okay, so first up, he's the jester from Leicester. It is Darth Kipling.
Yes, hello, Brown. How are you this evening?
Fine, how are you?
Well, I've been busy writing the script for the latest commercial for Imperial Television, if you'd like to hear it.
Always.
Well, here's a new commercial to advertise my latest confection. So, a tale for the ages. One fateful day, Darth Kiplin arrived at the Death Star with his new tantalizing treat. He calls his Princess Leia cake. As we sampled the moist delight, the captured princess herself made a regal appearance, looking particularly fetching in her tiny, shiny metal bikini. Not being completely tyrannical, I offered her a portion of the indulgent sponge and thick strawberry cream filling. Of course, she obliged, and after snorting off the thin dusting of powdered sugar, she filled her face so quickly, crumbs and filling found their way down into her ample cleavage and loincloth, prompting her to remove her two-piece, putting her buns and flan on show for all to see. Coughing up our desserts in shock, Kipling offered me a serving of fresh cream, to which I can only admit. Sorry, I'm
Get it
laughing.
together. Looks like
I'm laughing at my own script here.
Oh,
I can only
dear.
admit that thanks to my spotted dick, I already had enough of my own. But after all the laughter and arousal, I must admit, Lord Kipling does make exceedingly good cakes.
Good to have you on, Emperor. Shall we?
Yes, it is, isn't it,
It
Brown?
is.
Bring
It
on the
is
next
amazing.
guest.
There you go. Let's get him on. Okay. Oh, look who it is, folks. The bad boy of YouTube. Let's ask how many subs he's lost this week. Echo Chamberlain.
I haven't lost subs. The subs have been piling in after your triumphant appearance on my stream the other night.
Don't take the piss, son.
No, it's
Really?
great. But it's
Hello, Echo.
great
How
to be here.
are you, man?
I'm good.
How are you doing? Yes.
What's up,
Thanks for having
Kiplin?
me on last night. It was really fun.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, hope there wasn't. Hope you weren't too put out, having not seen Rebel Moon 2, and we devoted probably a half-hour chunk exclusively
Well,
to
I
that.
think all the reviews you're doing, I'd not seen one single one, so it went well.
Well, yeah, you managed to keep up. So it was good, and it's great to be here. So thanks for having
It is
me.
great to have you on, my friend. Shall we get the next peep out?
Do it.
Do it. Okay. Jedi, Power Phasers, Sunning and Brave. You know the rest. It is not Brian.
Evening, Brun. Evening,
Hello.
chat. Evening, fellow guests. How are we all?
Not bad, my friend. How are you?
I'm knackered. Fucking knackered. Nerves are frayed. You know what it is.
I do, mate. And you've come to the right place to finish you off.
Yes, I like to be finished off on the Brown Show.
Okay. Great to have you on, my friend.
Cheers, Brun.
Okay. We're waiting for the Mega Geek. Should we just wait for him? Hello, chat. We'll just wait. Amuse yourselves.
Brian, can you do that thing where it's is it a northern accent or Midlands accent where just words get randomly dropped out during the middle of sentences, or they kind of get skipped over? You know what I mean?
The Norman Collier.
Yes.
Its microphone's fucked.
Oh, and look who it is, everybody. You know secret. You know what the secret of comedy is, don't you? Timing.
Sorry, I'm late.
Ow.
Ow. How's everybody?
Grand.
Better now that you've turned up.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm late. What are we talking about? Or have you not started?
We're talking about poop.
Oh, poop. Okay. It's me again. There you go.
The chat would have been
Everybody.
the chat would have been devastated if you hadn't turned up.
All right, okay.
No other person has this effect.
So, Mega Geek, are you still on the film set for the project that you're on, and that's what you're doing during the days at the moment?
No, basically what I'm doing is I'm shooting it when I have the money. So basically I work and I save money, and then I start I so the actors to commit to, like, it's been almost like a year now that I've been shooting this stuff. So but the actors are good, they're committed to it. So, and I have to work around them. So when they're ready, that's when I shoot a segment or try to so it's really difficult. I'm doing everything that they've told you not to do when you make low budget filmmaking.
That's the Mega Geek way.
No, I just got tired of doing it proper way, and I thought to myself, well, doing it the proper way restricts you, right? So I thought, fuck it, I'll just write something I can't afford, and I did. So I'm getting through it though. That's the thing. I'm getting through it. So
Nice.
There you go.
So during the interims, when the bank balance is a bit low, you've still got tons of time for editing, and I guess you can slow down the pace and everything.
Absolutely.
No, he's got his OnlyFans, so he's sorted. Don't worry.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. So there you go.
Wow,
it's
that's
amazing
great.
what you can do with that cup, isn't it?
Yeah. With the two girls.
Oh yes. Yeah. Okay. Shall we? There is another, folks.
Oh, good.
Shall we wheel him out?
Go on then. Hey, it's ruined.
What's happened to my avatar? I wasn't meant to look like that. I look like the fucking baby from Teletubbies.
That does work. That does work.
Oh, it's ruined my opening. I had a song planned. God damn it. Brown, drop me out and bring me in again if you would.
Oh, hold on then. Bear with me. Piss off.
That's great, because Ryan Johnson's face is already super perfectly round, and that's just like looking through a porthole.
It is. Or is it a portal?
That guy's an idiot, isn't he? He's an idiot, that guy.
Ooh, me or Ruin?
No, Roundhead Ruin.
Oh, yeah, Ruin.
The idiot.
Okay, there is another one, folks. I'll give you a clue. Rearrange these words. Baby, man.
He's still round.
Yeah, I can't fix it. Right, I'm just gonna go with my song. Fuck this. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. There's something inside so strong.
Oh, no.
It could be a big dildo, but it doesn't feel right or wrong. I'm sitting here in my leopard skin thong. There's something inside so strong. Oh, it could be Liam Neeson's dong. Oh, hello, man, babies. Oh, you have to forgive my avatar. It is rather embarrassing, but anyway, I did make The Last Jedi. It doesn't get much more embarrassing than that. How we doing, Brownie and
not bad, mate.
Very well, very well. I'm excited to join another fuck around on a Wednesday night with you all. Oh, woman coaching already.
So there you go. Okay. Shall I move you into presenting position, Mr. Johnson?
Oh, my God.
What are we doing tonight?
What aren't we doing, should you be asking?
I'm worried because now you've got Ruin Johnson presenting.
Yeah, but
every time he presents, I never get to bed on time. So what's going on here? What's going on?
Look, it's okay. I've cleared it with everyone's bosses. Nobody has to go to work tomorrow, so don't worry about that. You'll have a good night tonight.
Folks, can you see the vote? I think if you're on if you're on an Android, you might not be able to see the vote. There is a vote, folks.
For what?
For the quiz. The quiz.
It's the worst fucking poll I've ever seen in my life. It's so abstract and just
I just want you to pick a number 1 to 4. What's
Oh wow!
We've got 50 votes so far.
That's a real brain buster, Brownie. I'm really. I'll have to give that some thought.
Okay.
Let me see.
Okay. Shall we proceed then, Mr. Ruin, sir?
Yes. Movie
let me-
3 currently
Let me
winning.
get some slides up on this. On Boomerang.
Is this a drinking stream this evening?
Oh, God,
Can be.
I hope
What do you
so.
want to? What's the rules? What's the rules? Let me blow my nose, Brian. Tell me the
Ugh.
rules.
Ugh. Ugh.
Any
Welcome.
slagging off of Disney Star Wars is a mandatory drink, I think.
Yeah, we want to make it through the stream, though, don't we?
Is it worth saying, Brownie? Because I know you're so terrible at promotion. We are now merely days away from the Attack of the Clones 12-hour live stream. I can barely wait.
Can you?
I can wait.
Ian, I sent you a message today. I said, what time you fancy?
But I don't know, mate, because I can't. I
Here you go,
have
look at
no
that.
idea. I have no idea. I'll join when I can, if I can. Put it that way.
Well,
Okay.
I'm doing the. Is it the anchor leg? Is that the first leg, or is the anchor leg the home straight? I don't know. Well, I'm doing the first stint.
You're
anyway.
doing the first 2 and a bit,
Yes.
aren't you?
Yeah.
What time does it start?
Midday-ish
Oh, I don't know if I can
on
do
May
that.
the 4th.
But
Be
it
with
goes on
you.
for 12 hours, Mega.
Gold.
That's this Saturday, Ian.
Yeah,
But
I'll
it's
try.
it's a bank holiday weekend, mate.
Yeah, that means nothing to me though.
That means nothing to me.
Because I don't do 9 to 5 at all. So I don't
No,
work in an office. I don't have to get up and get a train.
So you're not
People
bothered-
like them, they love bank holidays, don't they? But for me, it means nothing. Absolutely nothing. So there you go.
Okay. Let's get on with it then. Yes, people. The natives are getting restless. Okay. Here we go.
Oh,
Okay, number 43, folks.
43.
Please like, share, subscribe, donate.
apparently, just a little tip, because you know I'm a bit of an expert on YouTube. Apparently, if you unsubscribe, wait 2 weeks, and then resubscribe, it doubles the subscriber numbers. So
What?
just posting that out there. Just
Sounds like an
Really?
old wives' tale.
Yeah. That doesn't work. How could that work?
What a prick.
I'm just trying it now, bro.
Where's Z when we need him? Star Wars: The Bad Batch ended today.
Okay,
Are we
it's
bothered?
ended. I didn't know it started. What the fuck is
Nor
the
did I.
match?
Nor did I. It looks
Anyone?
rubbish.
Anyone?
Anyone
Chat,
know
help
what
us out.
this is? It's Disney Star Wars anyway. I mean,
Oh no. I think I saw the first episode and I thought it was rubbish.
What, 3 years ago?
Yeah, I think I saw the first episode and it was about it's like Magnificent Seven, a bunch of total idiots that fight against the Empire. I think. Oh, I don't
There you
know. I
go.
can't
Sword
remember.
and Storm's watching it. Not watched the last one yet. Well,
oops.
there'll be no spoilers because we don't know what it is.
Is that someone
Okay.
being decapitated in the bottom left there? Because that captures my
Yeah.
interest. Bit of the old
Pass.
Django Fett's going on there, is it? No?
Mm,
Brownie on the bottom right, the chap in the middle looks a bit like you, doesn't he? With the old widow's peaks and the cheekbones and the cyclist's frame.
he hasn't got white hair though.
Has he got a skullet?
The guy on the right looks like he might have a skull, actually.
Okay. Nobody's watched it. Nobody cares. Let's move on.
Okay. 10 out of 10.
There's just a few slides, few tidbits.
Do you say tits?
Skeleton Crew. What the fuck is this?
Oh my god. I thought this was cancelled.
Yeah, apparently it's a thing. Kerry Condon. Where have I seen her? And it's bugging me. Where have I seen her?
Who cares?
Is that her name or is that a tip to always carry a condom?
Carrie, yeah, like Carrie Offendon.
Where have I seen her before? Chat, it's annoying me. Star Wars Skellington.
Star.
Your wet dreams.
Is it
Brown.
Skellington or Skeleton?
Who cares?
Nobody cares.
Nobody's going to watch
Okay.
this. Who's going to watch
Does
this?
anybody chat? Does anybody care?
Star Wars is dead.
I'm slightly concerned by the
This is
fact
very
the
good.
best you could come up with is it's really adventurous.
Ah,
You know,
Because yeah, Star Wars has never been adventurous, has it? So
you're really selling it to us, Miss Condom.
Yeah, and look, it's all is it mostly women? No, it's got men there.
here we
Bryce,
go.
Dallas,
Mega
Howard,
Spider-Man says, "Is it
Lee,
Dune
who?
or June?"
Oh, it's very, very, very diverse, the directors, isn't it? So there you go.
Is this the one that's got Jude Law in it?
Don't know.
Who-
Don't care.
Who's Bruce Dallas Howard?
Typo.
It's
she
her brother.
transitioned already. Good lord.
Typo. Disgusting film. Naughty. Okay,
It's
let's
like
move on.
this is like Marvel releasing things like Agatha's Coven of Chaos and
No.
Echo and shit like that, isn't it? Releasing
No,
stuff no one
Echo's
cares about
it.
when there's other characters out there. Everyone wants to see stories of, like Daredevil and Punisher and things like that. No. We're not going to give them that. We're going to give them all this shit they don't want and they don't care about, and no one's going to watch. That's what it is.
Bruce, Dallas, Texas.
Mm.
Yes, very good.
Well, now she got into the business.
Okay, let's move on. Don't want to touch
What are you saying? What are you saying, Mega Geek?
Like,
Okay,
God, see what's happened.
All these, yeah, Z, where are you? Merch, folks.
Has
This
some,
C3PO bag has seen some things.
Yeah, it's
Some-
fucking sequel trilogy.
It's had some things inserted into its mouth, that's for sure. Yeah.
oh dear.
Brian, I think this is going really well.
So what are we looking at here? I mean,
I don't know.
It's a sex toy.
Z,
What
where
is
are
it?
you?
A school bag or a handbag of some
No,
kind?
it's
Back,
a,
holy
it's
shit.
it looks like a rucksack because it's got the things
a
at
rucksack.
the,
No,
at
they
the back,
go,
isn't it?
They go around your thighs, and then you the old wanger pops through the mouth.
There you go. Lizzo sat on it. Oh dear.
This looks like a semi-inflated party balloon.
It does a bit, doesn't it? But I think it's a rucksack. It's a rucksack.
There you go.
Lizzo.
In the chats. That bag. Current state of Star Wars. It is.
Could be like a seat cushion for old women who have piles, perhaps.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever had piles?
No, I don't know what it is. It's just something that comes up in British comedy from time to
Anybody
time.
who's had piles never jokes about them. So I know you've never had them. Moving on.
Piles of money.
Yeah. Hemorrhoids, not fun.
Anyone brave enough in the chat to share their story of
Piles.
piles of where they're sweet?
Okay. Let's move on. Cheers, Z. Let's move on.
Oh, yeah.
More merch, everybody. Lucas Star Wars girl.
Gee.
I have no idea. Can't wait to get building Lego sets. Who fancies a bit of them then?
I absolutely would. I mean, it's a bit, yeah.
Ramos.
I mean, they're a bit samey, aren't they? That's the only. Yeah. I mean, in fairness, they probably sell quite well.
Swappers, you fancy a bit of that?
These a real thing?
No, obviously not.
That's the funny thing, isn't it? You don't know what you're getting from Disney anymore.
No.
Atom, yeah, one.
Oh, Atom, you dirtbag.
We're celebrating Star Wars Day on May the 4th is a joke anyway, because it's
It
May the
is.
25th, Star Wars Day, because that was when the
That's
original
right.
film was released.
Oh, you're a purist though, aren't
Now,
you?
but it just sounds right. That sounds good, doesn't it? Made the 4th, doesn't it? Just sound. That's why they say that Star Wars Day for some reason. Well, for
Yeah,
no
they're just
reason.
clown show commercialists, though, aren't they? And they just release jokey things, and it's like that's why I looked at this and thought, oh yeah, they would actually do this as an ironic sort of release, thinking like, oh, look at us being all like meta and that, you know.
Well, we never got the toys though, did we? Of the of Uncle Owen and Aunt Brew in the Star Wars.
All they do is lie there, isn't it? Really? So, oh, you mean the
birds.
actual before they're dead? Okay, yeah, you're right.
No, I mean the burnt corpses. You know, the Kenner toys back in the day.
Yeah,
They wouldn't. They would have sold like hotcakes.
Oh, Brown. Oh,
Boom, boom. Apparently, I was shared something with me today. I am 3 double rums in, Brown. Go
Oh
easy.
no.
Apparently, in the prequels, Uncle Owen, the younger version of Uncle Owen, says to Baru how he's going to paint the ceiling of the what's it called, the Law's homestead.
What?
But then, flash forward however many decades, and the ceiling's still exactly the same in the original. So, good old lazy arse Owen never got round to painting the ceiling. I'm
Well,
sure he was going
maybe-
to do it the day he died.
Maybe he forgot, because he clearly forgot all about C-3PO when he purchased him in 1977.
Apart from Leia
Yeah.
and Aunt Beru, are there any other females in Star Wars: A New Hope?
Oh.
Just lay out.
Yes, I can categorically answer that one, Echo. The Millennium Falcon is a female. It's L337.
Well, the scene that was cut out when Luke went to that bar place, he had a female friend, didn't he?
Koo
yeah.
Stark played the
Was
part.
it Koo Stark? All right.
It's very true. Oh, there were those twins, weren't there, in the cantina as well?
Yeah, there was. Yeah.
Twins.
Yeah, long hair, smoking at the bar.
That's Brown's fantasy.
Were Jawas female?
Ooh,
No, they're not.
how would we know?
Okay. Right. Okay. So
they were children. Let's not dwell on that one.
I think we'll quickly move on. Okay. So not coming to a shop near you.
Oh, what a shame.
Um,
got some shit for this.
Yeah, I normally don't do your meme.
No, I know, it's a big-
memes, but we're a bit, a bit of a slow.
Oh, you're scraping the
Star Wars.
fucking barrel, are you, Brown? Is that what
Yes.
we're doing?
So, could you explain for the folks at home what this means?
Well, yes, of course. So some arsehole sent this to me, so I thought, okay, I get it. Everyone wanted the original gang back together in the Falcon, but instead, we gave you some really modern imaging of Captain Big Nose and whoever the other one is getting it on in Rise of Skywalker. So I was just saying, look, be grateful for what you got, because we're pushing boundaries. We're giving you new things. You don't want to see all the old shits rolled out again. And I think it's resonated with people. So there we go.
What's interesting about Disney is they've literally come out and denied that they're doing all this. Yet there's evidence everywhere that they're turning Star Wars into absolute shit, isn't it? So I just don't understand the logic. And how could they hide from the world when there's so many people, millions of people can see what they're doing? I don't understand what's going on. Is it so hard now to actually cipher what is the truth, and is people convinced by their lies that they want it to be reality in real life? It just, none of it makes any sense to me. Then again, I am old, I guess. So there you go.
It's the equivalent of someone in Casualty, isn't it? Sort of lying there on the bench and saying like, No, doctor. No, I slipped and it fell in. It just fell up there.
Yeah.
On its own.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that little Lizzie patch per se. It's the issue is that it's the only romance and sensuality and sexuality in the whole thing. There's no heterosexual of any kind.
Yeah.
It's just like an Andor. Everyone is celibate and non-sexual apart from the lesbian couple in that show. So that's the weird thing.
Also, somebody's mentioned that there hasn't been a romance film in a long time. There hasn't been any romance in any kind of adventures that we've had recently in anything, which says a lot, really. I mean, the last romance was the one with was her name Sweeney? She made
Sydney
one
Sweeney.
on Sydney Sweeney made one on Netflix. Apparently, that's quite good. But
Yeah.
In actual films like Star Wars or Doctor Who, whatever, they've got rid of romance for some reason.
No.
Sorry. Hello.
I'm not having that. What about Lando in L337? What a love story.
I'm surprised you remember the name of the robot. I don't remember it.
Legend in his own lifetime. Side effects: finger blasters.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I think, Mega, the mentality is that relationships involve compromise and give and take and vulnerability. So you can't have strong female characters who could be compromised in that way. So I think that's the
What?
mentality.
But why does everything have to be gay though? Everything, like everything we see now, it's just got this gay thing about it. I don't understand why everything has to have sexuality in it. Even kids shows have the LGBTQ thing in it, doesn't it? It's just weird.
Missed out a few letters there.
Oh, did I?
I'm the
SHIT, that one.
I'm MBA. MB Alliance. I need a few more letters, don't I?
You do indeed, sir.
Yeah. I will say the scene at the bottom got cut out in certain locales.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I
It was
Just
know.
saying. Just saying.
Go on, you better make it better be good though. Go on.
No, I was just saying. Just saying. Some location, some
Heine.
Saudi probably.
Did it
Gina,
get cut out in
yeah.
China?
Go on, Ruin. I cut you off. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say it's on the editing room floor, along with every single scene with Finn in it.
Finn, yes.
That's what they did over in China. Yeah.
Okay.
In Ant-Man Quantumania, in a lot of locales, there's a little scene where that MODOK thing appears with these tiny little buttocks from behind, and that got censored out in a bunch of locales. It was being immodest and immoral.
Still not seeing that. Can't be
I don't want to see it.
Here you go. China, Russia, Middle East. Okay.
Ironically, if you cut Finn out of The Last Jedi, it probably wouldn't make any difference, would it? To be honest?
No, it wouldn't make any difference at all.
Okay, let's move on.
Rise of Skywalker.
Did anybody see this yesterday?
I was alerted to this. Yeah, timing is rather interesting, Brown, because there is a vote on the old Mayor of London tomorrow, so you could be breaching electoral impartiality rules here.
Yeah, and so basically, I got my card pushed through my letterbox, and the choices are this shit idiot, and that shit idiot. So that means I'm not voting. It's pointless.
Basically, every election ever.
For the people who can't see what's on screen, Mark Hamill is in London doing the publicity junkets for Sadiq Khan and his mayoral. Well, it's basically the voting, isn't it, on the mayoral elections tomorrow, May 2nd, UK. The day when there's like another machete attack in London.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Vote for Khan, everybody. Bit of politics.
It's no mistake that everyone that's being voted for has either been to Cambridge or they've come from a wealthy family, or do you know what I mean? So it's just a big waste of time voting. I know people keep saying, "Oh, your vote makes a difference," but
no, it doesn't.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. They're all corrupt.
Merc Hamill here thinks that it has absolutely no idea of all the ULEZ cameras and the ULEZ situation going on either. He's obviously willfully oblivious to what's been going on.
Yeah, that last line of he's been a driving force in cleaning up London's air. He's also been a driving force in turning London into the knife crime capital of fucking
the
Europe.
Yeah.
Oh God, is this? I don't want to put the old boot into Mark.
But you're going to.
I've already had him by the old testicles. God knows what during the Last Jedi. But is this a sign that he's really starting to lose the plot here? I mean,
no, he's from America. He doesn't know what's going on. He comes to England and he gets invited to this thing, and he wants to smile with the. Do you know what I mean? Mark Hamill doesn't give a shit about what's happening in England, and he doesn't care as long as he can get some publicity. That's what he's doing. You know, that's it. End of story. Again, right? Why vote for a corrupt organization? Every one of them, without a shadow of a doubt, is corrupted.
Allegedly.
No, they're corrupted.
No, that's covering my ass, allegedly. But...
Well, you can cover your ass all you want, but the truth is they're all corrupt, mate. That's what it is. So why bother voting? They're still going to make your life hell anyway. So
is Sadiq Khan related to the Wrath of Khan?
Wrath of twat.
One good, one is amazing, one isn't. Put it that way.
Did he actually say for a fairer, safer? Green
Oh no.
We literally had a guy with a fucking samurai sword go.
Bigger folks, oldest gamer, everyone I talk to in Britain says, avoid London. Ian?
Yeah, well, my sisters moved out of London. Two of my sisters moved out of London. My brothers moved to Canada. All because they didn't like the atmosphere of London, basically.
I'm thinking of going there and
Let's
setting up a
do-
shop.
Let's
I'm
move
I'm thinking of going there, setting up a shop that sells stab vest. I think I'll do pretty well.
This is someone said a word in Mark Hamill's ear and asked him to do this for publicity.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he's
yeah.
probably give him a script to write here, and he's just stuck it in, and that's it. But Mark Hamill, I love Mark Hamill, but he's another celebrity whose tweets have let him down pretty spectacularly in the last 6 or 7 years or so. I think the one especially that he did towards Ivanka Trump, who I'm no real fan of, to be honest, when she just put remember she put the force is strong in my family with a little picture of her kid, and he, what was it he put? You misspelled fraud. Hashtag go force yourself, which was funny, but it was pretty low grade for him.
The thing is, though, actors should just stay off
Go on,
social
Alvin.
media. They really should, because once they open their mouth, they destroy the whole image you have of them. They literally destroy it.
Yeah.
You bear in mind,
your heroes, as I say.
Yeah,
you met this guy when you were a kid.
I did, and I really
what
liked him.
And what did you think of him when you met him as a kid?
I thought he was amazing. I wasn't really. I guess I was a kid. He was really nice to me, and he was smiling. He shook my hand, and and he was really, mind you, he was very young, and
this was
the first taste of
1980. Was it 1980? Yeah, 1980, folks.
That's Mark Hamill, not Sadiq Khan. Just to be clear.
Yeah, he was really nice, really nice chap. But as I said, right now, he's gone on Twitter and he's saying all this crap. It just makes me think differently of him.
You see Mark Hamill in all the interviews and TV appearances back in the original trilogy, when he was a lot younger. And he seems like such a great guy, when he appeared on the Muppet Show, things like that.
Yeah.
He was on Blue Peter, and he's so enthusiastic when he's presenting all the documentaries and things like that. You just think, man, I really want to meet this guy. He sounds like such a nice guy. And then in recent years, what has happened? Good Lord.
I think we're just getting the chance to see him when he's maybe at his worst, because according to Carrie Fisher, back in the Empire and Return of the Jedi days, there was a lot of snarky remarks kind of towards Harrison Ford.
Really?
Just the kind of jealousy thing, because look, Skywalker, Mark Hamill was the star of Star Wars, and he just didn't get the parts.
No, he didn't, and that is absolutely true. He was very jealous of Harrison Ford's success. Harrison Ford went from strength to strength, didn't he, on each movie? And poor Mark Hamill got left in the dust, and then but he did find a career doing voiceovers. He did quite a lot of voiceovers, didn't he?
Yeah.
So,
Never meet your heroes, folks. My hero is Hugh Edwards. And he chased me around the garden with his pants around his ankles.
Echo, any thoughts? Are you moving to London anytime soon?
Well, I'm setting my new novel in London, and in a different time of London. So it's sad to hear that it's kind of going to pot a little bit. There's a weird thing that you guys bizarrely privatized your water systems in the 80s. So the Thames Water is about to go bankrupt. I think it's just hanging on by a thread through all this corruption.
Look, London is not a bad place. It's just the idiots that are running it. That's all. I mean, the people are still nice. And in Battersea, we do have a good amount of mixture between, people of color and Caucasian people and stuff like that. So it is okay. It's just that it's because of these people that are in charge, and they really don't care about the small people. That's why all this stuff is happening. That's why they're too busy trying to make more money for themselves than to help us. So.
I did see that Blue Peter footage, and it's great because the guy operating R2D2, he comes in too hot and nearly runs over Goldie, the Labrador.
yeah.
Okay, that's Mark Hamill, folks. Anyway,
can we give him a little bit of slack? I think we just need a little bit of balance. I think
the Force.
Yeah, I mean, like someone like Gina Carano gets heralded as being like this martyr and everything, and I think her tweets are somewhat slightly worse in the past. So let's just get a little bit of balance there.
Mark, stay off Twitter, mate.
Well, all of them should stay off Twitter, right? All of them, just.
Okay, let's move on then.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
This is great.
Friend of ours, Trev, posted this AI art. Everybody, Carrie Fisher. Look at that. I'll start.
Well, they weren't that big, were they? Let's face it.
They're all straight in. Swappers, what do you reckon to that then, mate?
Sorry, I just adjusted myself in my seats there, Brown. Yes, that she never had a pole like that, did she? But she can hold mine anytime she likes. Hey,
that's a terrible gag.
I'd be gagged by those, mate. I wouldn't complain.
Have they got the Coke finger?
The cutting. How many fingers has she got there then? Oh, it's 4.
All of them.
1, 2, 3, 4. Usually AI they add another finger for some reason.
Do they, or is that just an?
No, well, I think early
What?
early AI they used to add more fingers on the hand, didn't they? So, but they've got it right now, I guess. It's a nice picture though.
It's lovely.
You know that they've got AI
Incredible.
influencers now. Right, on Instagram, there are like these really good-looking, sexy women.
Yeah,
and
they're AI. Yeah.
A lot of them are not real at all, and they look so real. It's crazy, right? This is
Amazing.
why would you follow someone that's not real? I don't know.
Well, I follow Ruin.
He's not real.
No, he's an imposter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and eventually it'll be like a chatbot. You just put in your comments or solicitations, and it'll just generate a response.
What, like your digit code for your credit card? You mean?
Well, yeah, but imagine that in the Return of the Jedi gold bikini.
See, here you go. Sword in the Storm. Hello, my friend. Japanese men have AI girlfriends.
Well, in Japan, you can lonely old men. They can hire a family. It'll be 2 actors, a wife and daughter, and you can hire them for about 4 or 5 hours just to pot around and do domestic duties and be plain and domestic in your house, just to give you company.
Wow.
What? Why
If
would
they
you
got
want
the
to
money?
hire all that?
Don't know.
It's just. Oh,
Wait,
I don't
have
know.
you seen-
Disgusting.
Brownie, give it a
XP.
good go.
I'm going to take your wrench off you with talk.
Have you
like that.
seen those pictures of Carrie Fisher, and it's real, where she's wearing the bikini and she's posing?
Oh, you mean that one?
These ones. She's posing.
Yes.
But that's what I'm saying, right? I know a lot of
Look
girls were
at
saying, "Oh, that's
that. Look
disgusting."
at
I know some of my
that.
friends were saying that's disgusting. No, you shouldn't. she shouldn't be sexualized like that. But
How
she
ama-
was willingly doing this, wasn't she?
She looks fantastic. How
She
gorgeous.
was. She looks great.
I've never seen the picture of her on the left. She looks great.
I'll wager the picture on the right is AI.
Might be, yeah.
That doesn't look right somehow.
Yeah.
That
It's
Ewok's
too accurate for AI, though, isn't it?
That Ewok's glass eye sockets are all fogged up.
Okay.
Good work, Swap.
I remember seeing the making of, and she was talking about how nervous she was to say all those lines. It was a making of Empire coming out. So it's a scene where she comes out and dresses all the soldiers, isn't it? And she was just saying that she can't remember the lines. She's really nervous to say it and stuff like that. And it just goes to show, how nice a person she was. She wasn't all that. She was,
She's great.
showing us how vulnerable she was and stuff. Yeah.
I mean, she's hot as hell, but she can't put a fucking deck chair up to save her life. On the fucking floor there. What's going on?
She's good, but she's no Ray.
No, of course
dear.
not. Is that a Gamorrean guard as well? I mean, I'm obviously shouldn't be focusing on anything else, but yeah, it looks back at Gamorrean, doesn't it?
Okay. Franco's getting excited. He's
I'm just
got his
wondering, is that-
keyboard stuck.
Top left of that left-hand picture, is that Vader's crotch just sticking in there?
It is. Yep. It's lightsabers and shot.
Mhm.
What?
It's got it all going on this shot, hasn't it?
I'll just quickly
Slight
go big
bulge in
screen.
there,
Here you go,
dark side.
folks. Suck it up. There you go. Legend. Hey, what a
As far as
legend.
belly buttons go, are we an innie or an outie? What's our preference?
It's
or
an
even
it's an innie. You can see it's an
I
innie.
think innie.
Outie's
This
a
was-
bit weird.
oh,
Mhm.
Was this when she was going through her
she saw the outies.
finger stage, as it were? The nail stage.
She was part of Hollywood royalty, and it was inevitable that was going to happen to her because at that moment in time, everybody was doing it. So
That's why she looks so slim.
Probably is actually. Yeah.
It's a hell of a drug, folks. It's a hell of a
I
drug.
looked this up. I don't know why I looked this up, but last week, 1982, around this time, was the absolute peak usage of cocaine in America, and it
Yeah.
was 10 million people. So that's 1 out of 27 Americans
What?
doing coke in sort of 1981, 82 at the peak.
Is that the George Jung phase?
I don't know.
No one's got a fucking clue what I'm talking about unless they've
Go
seen
on,
Blow.
educators.
Have you seen the film Blow with Johnny Depp, who plays George Jung, bringing in all the
Negative.
coke? Fuck me. All right, moving on.
You're left field here, Brian.
Key.
I'm interested though. Look, give us a synopsis, Brian. Wet the old whistle. Come on.
He plays George Jung, who's smuggling cocaine into the US, and spoiler alert, he gets caught, and that's it. That's the entire story.
Okay.
In a nutshell, in 2 sentences.
Okay.
Someone must know, for fuck's sake. It's a crap film, 2001.
No.
That's why you shouldn't watch all that sci-fi
Johnny
shit, and I
Depp,
watch some decent fucking movies. I've seen Krull 52 times, but I haven't seen fucking Blow.
Krull's a terrible movie. What was that one Luke Mark Hamill was in after he made Star
Slipstream.
Wars? Slipstream. Oh, that was terrible as
They're all
well.
going slipstream.
That movie was awful.
There we go. I think we got a super chat, everybody.
Mm.
I think we've missed it. Sorry, MDuke84. Thank you, my friend. Canadian to woke dollars. I'm sure Mark's granddaughter agrees with that. She does.
Oh.
I don't understand the reference. Educate me.
No, I'm too afraid to ask as well.
Is it bad?
Yes.
Oh, okay. We won't bother then. Okay. Google it,
That's the
everybody.
dodgy-
Or
that's
ask
the dodgy
Gary.
subject, that one.
Or
Yeah.
just email Gary from Nerdrotic. He'll tell you. Okay. Should we move on then?
Trivia. Go back, Brown. Just before we do, a little bit of a trivia quiz. Get us all warmed up for the quiz later on.
Vote closing in a minute, folks.
I
Don't
have
worry.
the official bra size for Carrie Fisher at this point in time. Does anyone? Let's see how talented you all are. Does anyone like to hazard a guess?
I don't even know what you're talking about. What are you talking
What?
about? Brass eyes?
It's a bra size in this picture. I mean,
What?
I'm gonna hazard a 36C.
okay.
Brass eyes? I thought it said brass eyes.
That's what I thought as well. Brass eyes. I'm like, what the hell?
It's open to the chat as well. See, they're all coming in. Look.
Okay. Well, I'm sure someone will nail it eventually.
I was going to say 32C.
I'm thinking 32. Let's see.
32 what, Brown? You've only given me the circumference. You've not given me the cup size.
See.
Yes. See.
Well,
Nice.
I can see. I'm not going to reveal just yet. I can see someone in the chat's got it right.
34 double D.
Let's go around the retrobates. What are you saying, Brown?
32. Oh, should I go C or D?
Welcome to the Toxic Male live stream on the Mr. Brown Alliance channel.
we're just appreciating beauty. I'm gonna go 32D.
32D. Okay,
Yeah.
Brian, what do you think?
Fuck's sake. It started off as doing AI knockers on a corpse, and now it's fucking cup sizes. I'm going for 32C.
Okay. Echo, what do you think?
I'm also leaning towards 32C, I think.
Okay. Mega Geek.
Same.
Oh, Kippers.
She needs to cross her legs more because I can see a furry Ewok.
It's behind
Too
her.
distracted by that to think about her bra size. I don't know. 36C.
Okay. The correct answer is, and well done in the chat to Istaphobos, although you had several guesses, but you did nail it. 32B.
Oh,
B.
Ah, 32B.
not in the first
Yeah.
picture. She's not a 32B. That's for sure.
Well,
Yeah, that's Coke size, isn't it?
Previous
Yeah.
slide.
Okay.
there you
Let's
go.
move on then. Carrie, we
move the
love
fuck
you.
on.
Carrie, we love you. Okay, Swappers posted this earlier. The moment you realise those weren't udders. Swappers?
Baby Yoda.
Yes, indeed. This is one small part of a larger image that won't be on tonight's stream, sadly, but probably will be on the next Apprentice Diaries.
Spit it out loud.
But yes, I think we can all relate to this after watching Ryan's genius movie.
Yes. Okay. Well, that went well.
She looks like she's got a. She looks like she's got a couple of balls in her mouth, there, doesn't she? I mean,
She must have been guzzling.
okay,
A
trivia
lot.
time, everyone. What bra size is the Thaler Siren?
38D by
4
4x4, 13.
by
Quadru-
4.
Quadruple D.
Sword in the storm. Oh God, no.
Have you got any more sizes lined up for us, Brad? Oh my god!
I will say the views of the guests and especially the chat don't necessarily reflect the views of me.
Nor me.
Moving on.
Moving on.
We're going to
It's
close the
okay,
vote, folks.
Brown.
Let
They've
me let
wrapped-
me let me
We've
let
wrapped
me
up
cl-
Operation U-Tree. You don't have to worry anymore.
yeah, let me close the vote. Okay, talk amongst yourselves while it just does its doings. Here we go. Okay, right. Okay, so 77 votes cast. Movie 4, 11%. Movie 2, 19%. Movie 1, 27. And the winner, movie 3, 41%. So, let me do some graphics. Do you all trust me?
No. You certainly don't trust us with the images.
To do what?
Know that.
Babysit my kids?
I am going to tell you what we'll do is I will put the slides on. Here you go. So
Oh.
this was slide 1. Yeah.
Mhm.
I hope we've worried them Max. That was slide
Oh.
2.
My favourite.
To the future.
I'll do slide 4.
I don't even know what's going on.
Slide 4. So the winner. Now I hope you've seen this.
Last Jedi.
No. The winner, which the peeps voted for, is Ian will be happy.
Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon.
I don't mean to sound controversial, but it not been better to tell the chat what the movies were first? and then
Exactly,
let them vote on the
exactly.
film?
No, because that means that you lot would have been versed in what the movies were. You see, and part of the fun is that we're doing it off the cuff, isn't it, Mister Ruined Sir?
The cuff.
Well, there is a theory behind that, but
I'm too old for this.
Well, that's what we
shit.
did. That's what we did last time, wasn't it?
Brownie,
winged
I
it like
applaud
just got
your
away with
your creativity.
Welcome to talking over each other, so I can't hear what any of you are saying.
Fucking the guilty culprit. Fuck me.
I don't understand what's going on. So they voted for Lethal Weapon, and now what?
Yes.
What now?
That's it, Ian.
Now what?
That's the winner. Lethal Weapons won.
Thank you, everybody.
We move on.
Good night, everybody.
What
See you
the
next
hell?
week. Good night.
I can't wait till
everybody.
next week's poll.
Good night, everybody.
What's
Lethal
going
Weapon.
on?
Lethal Weapon's the winner.
I don't know what's going on.
Right. So we've got some questions, have we not, Mr. Ruin, sir?
Is that to do with Lethal Weapon? I don't know,
Yes.
God, what's going on? You don't know what's going on.
Can
Why
I
have we
just do
voted
Back
for
to the
Lethal?
Future? Because everybody's seen that 1,000 times.
I am not. Listen, Igor, I'm not. I've just got a runny nose.
What's that got to do with anything?
Listen.
Oh, I don't even know why I bother coming on. I really don't. I don't even know what's going on.
I'm beginning to think that as well now. Okay. Ruin, save the
Yes.
stream.
You want me to
Okay.
save the stream?
How many questions are we doing? Are we going to do 2 or 3 or?
What are we doing? What's going on? What?
Well, firstly, Brown, I'm gonna. I'm. Call me a renegade, but I do
Okay,
think.
renegade.
Why don't you rerun the poll, but with the names of the movies in? Just call me a
No.
fucking
Listen,
wild one.
have
but-
we all seen this movie?
I haven't seen this movie since 1987.
Well, neither have I. But really,
Yes.
No one's got enough background on this film.
No, I know.
Oh.
I know this film like the back of my hand.
Yeah,
But,
Ian's
I
very
know it.
Ian
Yeah,
wins.
I know it. That's it. Yeah. Well, what do I win? I don't know
Okay,
what's
right.
going on.
Okay, look.
A chance
right.
to leave the stream early.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, right. Okay, talk amongst yourselves.
Oh,
Right,
God.
I'm gonna bow to peer pressure. I know this is going really well. This is raw, folks. Shall we? You talk amongst yourselves, panel. Ruin, take control of the ship.
Okay,
I'll
right.
redo I will redo the poll.
Redo the poll, but with some actual meaning behind the poll.
Yes. So
Yeah,
talk
okay.
amongst yourselves.
I'm going to
And
get
the
a
chat-
drink. Jeez.
I like it when Brown says, talk amongst yourselves, and he keeps talking for the next 15 minutes.
Piss off. Right,
Okay,
I'm
well,
gonna-
look, I'm
gonna
going to
redo the
take this.
poll.
Seeing as Brown's so fucking awful at promoting anything, I'm going to take this as an opportunity to talk about Saturday, May the 4th be with you, the Attack of the Clones
here you go.
live
I'm-
stream, and hopefully
graphic.
you're all going to be a part of it. Let's get excited. I want to know your what are you looking forward to seeing again, Brian? Let's start with you. Is there a particular scene, a moment, a character? What are you really what are you hoping to
I'm
revisit,
looking forward
relive?
to see. Spoiler alert! I'm looking forward to seeing Anakin getting his arm sliced off again. This is I believe it or not, Attack of the Clones is one of the few films where I managed to miss the vast majority of the spoilers, except for the arm chop, and that was I was in Toys R Us in Glasgow many moons ago, and looking for something for my nephew, and I thought I'm going to have a right good look at the Star Wars stuff, and the Attack of the Clones stuff had just dropped. And I picked up the Anakin one, and it had a detachable arm. And I went, oh well, that's that.
Beautiful. Yeah, he does. He does struggles in this film, doesn't he? A little bit, Anakin.
Especially the dialogue front.
Echo's gone for a shit, so we'll go to Kippers. What are you? Any moments, any scene that you're looking forward to getting stuck into on Saturday?
I was trying to think while Brian was answering that. I was trying to think of a scene. I was thinking, come on, there's got to be something. There's got to be something. But I thought the fight coordination for one, because that was genuinely great throughout the prequels, and it really sort of shows how terrible it is in the sequel movies. Well, non-existent basically, but it was genuinely great all the way through these 3 films. And if for nothing else, these films are worth watching for those lightsaber fights, even with Anakin Skywalker fighting. He's still Hayden Christensen did a good job.
Yeah, I mean, this is his first film, isn't it? Obviously, it was the young Anakin in the episode 1. So, yeah. Well, we look forward to getting stuck into that, and I don't quite know how Brownie's gonna how's he going to pad it out for 12 hours? How is he going to keep track of whether we're ahead or behind? I don't know. But
I'm working on a spreadsheet at the moment with
a spreadsheet.
courtesy of Professor R2. We've got times. I think the idea is we were going to do it in 3-hour blocks, but obviously you've got life, so we're going to do it in presenting in 2.5-hour sections.
Mm.
And I'm going to do 2 sections. So you're going to do the first bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the afternoon.
Mm. Oh, you're not even on for the start.
No, I'll be there.
Oh, you'll be there.
I'll be there lurking. I'm hopefully Z to present one section. Hopefully, I need to have a word with Z. Lord, the little platoon, he's going to be doing the early evening stint.
He doesn't like Star Wars, though.
Platoon? Yes, he does.
Yeah.
He loves
does
this
he?
film. Yeah, he loves this film.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he loves this film. Yeah.
I thought he didn't
Well,
like
he
it.
used to, anyway.
Well, yeah. Then I'm going to do the last leg, as it were.
Echo's back. I want to pose my question to Echo. Is there a moment in this film, Echo? A scene, a line, a sequence? Anything you're looking forward to?
No, there's nothing redeemable or quality about this film at all. It's strange, and sterile, and artificial, and stilted, and nauseating to look at.
Oh,
But I'll be there.
Spend 12 hours breaking it down.
Mm.
Who have I missed out? Mega.
What?
Attack of the Clones, Mega. Is there a moment in this film that you can't wait to get your gnashes around?
No, this film sucked.
Oh no, we're not. Brownie, you're gonna have to edit this heavily. But look, I know we're not quite telling it, but honestly, it's going to be fantastic.
It's an irony stream, isn't it? If anything,
I think the only good bit in this film was
what?
when what's her name tore her costume and she looked she looked quite hot. That's the only good. Yeah, the bit where she remembered when we were tied to the pole or something. Remember that bit? Anybody remember that bit? Nobody remembers that bit because the film was shit.
No, I do, because I did the slides for it. Took me about 5 weeks to do the slides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mega Geek's bondage confession there.
Oh, Miss Howard. Okay, are we going to close the Poel?
Yeah, I'm intrigued to know.
Okay, folks, you got 30 seconds to vote.
It's Back to the Future. That's what it is.
it's funny you should
Quickly,
mention the
folks,
spoilers
30
thing, Brian.
seconds, 30 seconds.
When you picked up that figure and the arm fell off, and it was a bit of a spoiler for the movie. It was similar
Come
for
on,
me
folks,
with
it's really close.
with Phantom Menace. When I walked into the shop and picked up the soundtrack and read the track listing on the back and ruined
Qui-Gon's
basically ruined the
funeral.
plot of the film. Yeah.
10 seconds. Come on, peeps.
It's exciting, isn't it, Brown?
It is. It's like Eurovision.
Mm.
Right, I'm going to close.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
It's Sadiq Khan's won, everyone.
Okay, poll completed. 61 votes. Okay. 4th place, bringing up the rear. Lethal Weapon, 19%.
Thank God.
3rd place, Back to Future, 19%. 2nd place, runner-up, The Empire Strikes Back, with 26%. And the winner by a fair few votes, Aliens, 34%.
I mean, I have to say, Brown, this is a bit like Brexit or Scottish independence here. We're just going to keep voting until you get the result that you want. I mean, what's
okay,
going
we're going to do
on
another
here?
vote. I'll do the movie. Okay, right. So let me get some graphics up then. Bear with me. I'm boomering. I can't multitask. Bear with me.
Well, why don't we get Mega Geek to introduce what we're doing here? Because I know he's...
What?
Wow. Ian, explain to the folks home what we're doing.
Aliens? Are we doing aliens? Are we?
Surprise!
Surprise,
We're doing the 12-hour
aliens.
alien stream. Starting now.
No, I'm going to bed. I do like
Okay.
Aliens, though. It's a good film.
Okay. Shall we flash the questions up, Ruin?
It's just come out in 4K, isn't it? Aliens.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just want to
Okay.
give a nod to Black Lives or Black Knives, who said, Brown, you can't even single task.
Very true. Bastard. True, though. Okay, so we should get some questions up then. So it's aliens, folks. Aliens.
Is this a quiz?
The quiz, yes.
This is
Oh,
it.
it's a quiz on aliens. Gosh, somebody should have told me this.
Somebody should listen.
No, you didn't say anything. I didn't know what's going on.
Well,
You guys are terrible.
Well, we did a quiz the other week. Can you not fill in the blanks? Ruin, help me out here.
Yeah, Ian, you're meant to retrospectively go back to last week and assume that what happened last
Exactly.
week is going to be replicated this week.
Yeah.
Shall we just do some super chats before we get going? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
know-
it's only been an hour, so let's just
Yeah,
muck
sorry,
around a little bit
folks.
longer.
I can't multitask. I can't even single task. Melvin Deeply, £2. Thank you, my friend. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is shit. Is it?
It was all right. I thought it was okay.
No, it's a great film. It's a fantastic film, a classic film, one of Tarantino's best.
Controversial, that Melvin.
Yes, he
Wasn't that
had
the one
a,
where they- wasn't
he had
that
a
the one where they
message.
disrespected
He had a
Bigfoot?
message on my stream yesterday where he said the best orgies are the ones with corpses. That was his contribution. You remember that, Brownie? So
Yes.
Melvin's off with his takes at the moment.
Yes. Here you go. Common people. £5. Real money, folks. I need a new message tone. Brian, say the Jurassic Park line. Clever girl in that camp Aussie accent. Cheers. Oh, sorry.
Brian's not doing anything.
I'm shafted. I'm shafted because not only have I not seen Jurassic Park, I've only seen Aliens once, and it was in 2012. As part of a pre-Prometheus binge. Clever girl.
Hang on a second. You've never seen Jurassic
What?
Park, Brian?
No, I never fancied it at all. I did get it as a present. Someone gave me for Christmas back in the day, and I thought, I'm not fucking watching that.
Jurassic Park.
I'm absolutely
Jurassic
sure of the
Jurassic
core.
Park. No,
Jurassic
it's-
Park is a great movie. Watch it. Seriously, Brian. It's a
No.
really good movie.
Corn
Really
parody
good.
is really good as well.
Yeah.
Parody.
So-
Honestly, the special effects still holds up today. It's a really good movie, in my opinion.
So from now on, when common people's in the shopping mall and his phone goes off, it's going to be clever girl, clever girl.
Clever girl.
Jurassic Park. Okay. Right. Let's
Wow.
get the questions up then, Ruin.
Well,
Should we
you say, yeah. You say that as though I've got some kind of control or knowledge of what's
should-
coming.
They're in the same order as you gave me them
Okay.
before the last time. So should we just do basically the same questions?
Well, yeah, but I mean the source is different, but
Yeah.
you know, it's like a trip to
We'll get you,
Nando's, isn't
obviously,
it? You
in
know?
future, we'll get you logged in. So you
I know, I do
yeah,
need to
I
get
know,
logged
you-
back. I need to
yeah.
sort my avatar out as well. I've got this
Yeah.
fucking stupid. It's
Yeah,
like when I'm taking a selfie.
Just do the
I've just
favour.
got this
Next time you
massive
get logged
face.
in, don't log out, please.
I know, but I've changed laptops since then. You know.
Oh, have you? Oh, that's probably why then. Okay, so here you go.
Oh, this is you left the film out because it could have been any of the
Yes.
4 options.
So
no.
it's name
Okay.
the best character in.
Aliens. Okay.
It's very high tech, isn't
and
it?
now I know Mega Geek's going to object to this the format of this quiz, but I need to remind everyone it's not the answer so much; it's the argument that you present. So even if your preferred choice may have been taken, it's the argument that's put forward.
And
Brownie,
that
can
makes no sense
I know,
whatsoever, does
Please,
it?
know it-
please bear in mind, right? The chat get to pick the winner. So because we're limited to the chat options on YouTube, it will be the Mega Geek, Darth Kipling,
Wow.
not Brian, and Echo Chamberlain playing I'll be doing
and
the
I do believe
stuff behind the scenes.
Kippers is the current reigning champion, isn't he?
No,
Is
it's
he?
not. It's me.
Oh, it's you,
No, it's
Brian.
Brian,
Oh,
it's Brian,
sorry.
it's Brian,
I
Brian.
thought you
Who's
you
taking
had a,
score? Somebody taking score, by the way.
I thought Brian and
I'm,
Kippers had a secret
well, I'm
midweek
losing.
head to...
I'm
The will to
losing it
live.
tonight. I'm losing it tonight completely because I don't have a clue about this movie. I
Oh
really don't.
no. Well, Brian, as the reigning champion, I'm going to let you go first. So
Okay, so it's Aliens, and the question is, name the best character in Aliens.
production value.
I only know one
Amazing.
character in Aliens, and welcome to talking over the thing me while complaining about talking over the thing me. I have to say Ripley because she's the only one I know that's in this film. Genuinely, why? She's the protagonist, the ultimate strong female, but strong in the best possible way. I'm genuinely fucked here, folks.
Oh, Brian,
Oh,
no.
come on, Brian.
If Brown fucking told me instead of leaving it to the surprise party that he usually
Exactly.
does at the end, I would have been able to do something about it. But I've not seen it for 12 years and I saw it once, so I'm genuinely fucked for the rest of this quiz.
Oh,
And like a cup of
no.
coffee, I'll go and put the kettle on for you.
Could you go watch it? We'll wait for you.
Put it on times two speed, and come back in 10 minutes.
Just wing it. Go on, Brian. Wing it, man.
I've done it. That's all I've got. I've got
Oh,
literally
Ripley.
nothing else.
Ripley.
Ripley's bra size was 34D, by the way. If you're interested. Okay, well, look, Brian started off strong. Echo, let's give you a good shout here. New
Come on,
competitor. Echo, can't pick Ripley, but you have got a whole host of characters to pick from. Who's the best character in Aliens, Echo?
The best character in Aliens is, of course, Bishop, played by the incomparable Lance Henriksen. First of all, the perfect casting because he has a strange kind of off, alienish kind of look to him, something kind of off, so you can buy into that. The main thing is that you've got, everyone is used to the idea of Ash, the evil robot from the first film. So when we see Bishop, naturally, we're going to be deeply suspicious of him. But he turns out to be, so he takes that arc and he transforms it so that by the end of the film, he's kind of this heroic figure who saves Carrie Hinn's Rebecca by clutching onto her at the end. He makes the subtle and quiet and humble suggestions that move the plot along, that help everyone out. He has the cool knife scene, which is super awesome. And so throughout the film, he manages to be this fantastic presence who transforms that arc from Ash. He gets ripped apart, so there's visceral body horror that goes into the mix. And then he says, "Not bad for a human" at the end, with a nice swelling warm music. And so that makes him the ideal character. He has the greatest arc in the film.
Nice.
Strong arguments there. Good effort, Echo. Okay, well, look, we're going to the man who we all like to think of as exuding positivity, optimism, and embraces a challenge. Mega Geek, who's the best character in Aliens, not including Ripley or Bishop?
Fucking hell. I guess it has to be Hicks, I guess. Hicks.
Yes.
Because he's really cool, I guess. And yeah, he's just cool. I'm not really digging this quiz. This
Come on,
is just so
expand.
stupid.
Expand. It's not
Right.
stupid.
Let
It's
me
just you're a
expand.
grumpy
Let me
pants.
expand. He's cool. There you go. I'm done.
You should be the PR guy for Sadiq Khan. Okay, let's go to Darth Kippers.
Oh, it's just tough to pick a character who you think is the best in the entire film because there's so many great ones in there. I was only thinking about this the other day, actually. But I mean, my favourite, and the best ones are probably two different choices. But I mean, Bishop is pretty amazing. But as Echo said, he's got an amazing character arc. But I would have to say, if not him, then I would say Hudson, because of he does go on quite a good character arc throughout the film. It's very subtle, but it's there. And I remember seeing it as a 14-year-old and thinking, like, what a bunch of arseholes these Marines are. I hate them all. at the start of the film. You know, they're like a bunch of meat-headed pricks that, you know, you just hope they get all killed off. And as the film slowly progresses, you get to know them bit by bit, and their personalities come out. It's very, very well done, extremely well done, very subtle. And by the time the shit hits the fan and everything goes wrong and half of the team are dead and there's only a small bunch of them left, and Hudson's kind of losing it and he's losing his sanity and he doesn't know what to do. And he goes from this like position of bravado and ballsiness to losing it all and completely just having to rebuild from the ground up his personality again, and becomes a completely new person. And just his quips and his nervous disposition all the way through the film when the situation where the power goes off, and they go, they cut the power, and he goes, how do they do that, man? They're fucking animals, you know, that kind of thing. When he's just like losing his shit all the time, all the way through it, you know, where's the real pretty shit now, man? And like Hudson and Hicks like grabs him and says, you know, tries to calm him down, and in his odds with Vasquez, who's another favorite character, all the way through the film. They're butting heads all the way through, and then right, you know, towards the end of the film, they've got this solid camaraderie between them, and that camaraderie brings the audience in as well, and you really feel part of the team at that point when they're all sort of trying to work together in this desperate situation to survive. And when he actually cops it, spoiler alert, you just, you know, you go from right at the start of the film when you kind of don't really care about him at all, and you think, what a dick, you know, I hope he gets killed. And then to the bit when it actually does happen to him, you're like, no, not Hudson, anyone but Hudson, you know. And he gets dragged away, and he's just like, oh shit, gutting, and it's heartbreaking at that point. You just want him to be okay, and he never comes back again. So and it's one of those bittersweet things. He's such a great character, and every single time the film wouldn't be what it is, and it wouldn't be as great as it is without Bill Paxton in there, because he's fantastic in everything he does. So I pick him.
Oh, well, a sterling argument there for your submission, Swappers. Brownie, how do you want to do this? Are you going to do another poll?
Shall we help? Shall we try and assist Brian?
Can I contest Swappers?
Oh, we do have the pushback. The cross-examination.
This is your quiz, and you forgot.
I thought we put it way behind us.
Shall we help Brian?
Help Brian.
Yeah, he picked Ripley, did he not? So go on, Ruin. Why is Ripley the best character?
Oh, well, okay. First of all, she's 34 double D, if you didn't know. But also, she's got fabulous, lovely, curly brown hair. She's a shoe size 9.5. She wears a lovely jumpsuit, very athletic. She's very motherly towards the little girl. Do you remember that bit in the movie where she kicks ass? She could kick your ass, Brownie. That's for damn sure. And apparently she's got a bit of a six-pack going on under the old jumpsuit, but we don't get to see that. And physical attributes aside, look, it's great actress. You know,
well, she's no Jennifer Lawrence, though, is she?
Well, no, but nobody is. No one can stuff a dildo up their arse like Jennifer Lawrence. But look, she really does a fabulous job in the movie. She was arguably the original strong female heroine in sci-fi movies. She carved a path.
After Lawrence.
And after who?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, chronologically, yes. Okay. And of course, she is the character in Alien. So there you go, Brian. You can. I did my best for you.
Okay. So what? It's the pushback now, isn't it? Okay.
It is.
Okay. So who wants to go first then? So Kippers, do you want to push back against somebody?
Oh.
The options were Brian and Ruin with Ripley, Echo was Bishop, Mega Geek Hicks.
See, I'd push back against Hicks. It's a bit easy, I know, but I would push back against Hicks and sort of say he's a bit sort of everymanish and doesn't have really much of a dynamic personality much all the way through the film. He's kind of a bit backgroundy, even though everyone loves him. Obviously, he's great. You know, he is still a great character, but. I don't know. Compared to all the others, he kind of he's a bit bland, really. Would you defend that, Mega Geek?
What? This is a stupid game. It really is.
What are you talking about?
Of course it is. It's a stupid
Stupid
game
game.
because I would pick Ripley. Well, I can't pick Ripley because Brian picked Ripley, and I can't. It's ridiculous. And I had to choose Hicks, but I guess I have to defend him.
Go on.
He doesn't. He isn't. It's like he doesn't worry about anything. He's not even worried about him dying when the ship is going to land. Remember, when it was like he fell asleep. He didn't give a shit. And at the end of the day, right, he was in charge and he made all the right moves. He was even making the move on Ripley. so there you go. And at the end of the day, he tried to save the day, but obviously got sprayed with some acid in his face and he was put out to pasture.
Bukkake,
yeah. And then, Ripley had to take over. That's why Ripley's the best character in it. But obviously, I had to choose Hicks because somebody else chose Ripley. But I mean, I'm not really defending him, really. I still think he's cool, though.
Okay, so Ian, you need to push back against either Brian and Ruin, Ripley, Echo, Bishop, Kippers, Hudson.
Well, I go for Kippers, right? And this is my pushback. He's cool. There you go. This is a stupid game. Come on.
What?
This is a really stupid game. It really is. Go on, next. There you go.
Brian Ruin, you need to push back against somebody.
Well, I'm pushing back on Mega Geek's new catchphrase. It's a stupid game. I don't see it shifting as many T-shirts as it fits. But, it's certainly on brand, though. I'll give him that. I mean, Brian, who do you want to push back on? Who's the threat here? Echo. I feel like Echo did a strong argument.
Very strong.
Yeah, I just can't remember
Bishop.
who it was.
Bishop.
Bishop. Yeah.
Don't bash the Bishop.
No, I'm going to bash the Bishop. Look, Bishop is firstly an interesting, albeit a lesser involved character. I mean, look, let's call a spade here. If Bishop isn't in the movie still works. If Ripley's not in the movie's
dead.
Fucked. Yes. Yeah. So by virtue of that, sorry, Echo, you did put a strong argument. He's got some good scenes, good actor, but I mean, honestly, no, he's just not Ripley. He hasn't got those 34 double Ds. I'm sorry.
Echo.
Well, film doesn't work without us. So Ruin, you're going to be the brave guy who goes into that tunnel with a flashlight in his mouth and creeps through the cold darkness. You're going to do that. You're going to be the guy who flies the ship at the end and saves the day when there's an explosion the size of Nebraska. I don't think so.
Agree with that.
I mean, everyone likes Bill Paxton, but it's not an argument about who's the best actor and who you're most fond of. It's who's the best character. And Hudson goes out like a boss. We all love that, but he's a functional role. He's there to just be the guy who's agitated and tense to fill that role and do that, which is great, but it's not like the best character. Whereas Bishop, he has the best arc. He starts off as a cold robot who you're suspicious of, and by the end, he's the one to which you project the most like tenderness and affection and pathos towards, which is an incredible achievement for Lance Henriksen. So he's crucial to the plot. He does all the cool stuff. He's really humble and awesome, and he has the greatest character arc. So game over.
Who are you pushing back against?
I'm pushing against Hudson. He only has that functional role of being agitated and tense all the time as a functional role. That's it. So
okay, right, folks. I'm gonna do the vote for one.
Hudson, we are leaving.
As it started. Vote for one, everybody. So what?
They've got to vote. They've got to vote for me because I used the word cool. So there you go.
We've got super chat, I do believe.
It's cool.
Film Comics Explained for $10 Australian. Hello, my friend. Thank you very much. All right, sweethearts. You heard the man, and in fact, Swappers, you do it, mate.
Oh,
all right, sweethearts, you heard the man and you know the drill. Assholes and elbows. Hudson, come here. Come here.
I remember that.
Johnson,
Okay.
brilliant character. Loved him.
He woke up from the thing and he just put a cigar in his mouth, didn't he? I thought that
Yeah,
was quite
first
funny.
thing he did.
Stoner,
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought that was quite
Uh,
funny.
Look
Okay,
into
so
my eye.
how long going to let the
Look into my eye, Hudson.
I'm going to let the vote run for what? Another minute?
Oh,
Yeah, another minute. Okay.
Stop your grinning and drop your linen. Found him.
It's very close, folks. Or is it? In fact, no,
Why
it
do you
isn't.
put her in charge?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to get to 50. When we get to 50 votes, we're at 40 at the moment. We'll close it. 41. Talk amongst yourselves.
What does that even mean? Drop your linen and start your
Underwear.
grinning?
No, it's not. It's I can't remember what he said. I just get out of my mind.
It's going very well,
That's the
folks.
weirdest phrase.
Drop
Yeah,
your
I'm
linen
sure
and
they
stop,
made up
stop,
a lot of
stop
them
your
for the
grinning
movie.
and drop your linen. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Weird. Never heard that before. Or since.
It's fun. That's what it
Want
is.
me to fetch your slippers?
oh, please.
Could you, Sarge?
Hugh Edwards is wearing mine. He never brought them back.
Oh my god.
I think I figured out how I can do the overlays
Look
as well.
into my eye, Hudson. Sorry.
You know, so we have the question. I figured out how I can do it. So it'll be more professional next time, folks. It's very much a learning
You
process.
lie.
It's a learning process, folks.
That should be your catchphrase, Brad.
It's a learning process. What?
Wow.
No, it'll be more professional next time.
One can only aspire to be professional.
Um,
Shall we close the vote? Come on, 5
well,
votes.
look,
Come on, folks.
if
Come
we
on,
don't get
folks.
to
Come on.
50 by the
Come on.
terms and conditions
We're
of
gonna
your
go out.
vote,
We're
it's a
gonna go out.
void vote.
Yeah, we're going to go on. Cheers, Carnotos. There you go. What's he say? So chat's moving up. Doubt that. I might surprise you. I might surprise you. You never know. You never know. Right, I'm going to close it. Come on, folks. 3 votes. Shall we just close it, Roo?
Yeah, just call it.
Yeah,
Call
it's there's a winner anyway. So here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's going very well.
You're right, Wayfarer project, by the way.
Mr. Brown should be London Master of Elections. Yeah, it'd be rigged. Okay. Poll completed, 49. 4th place, Brian Ruin Ripley, 18%. 3rd place, Kippers Hudson, 22. 2nd place, Mega Geek Hicks, 22. Well, that's joint. Wow. 1st place, what a surprise. Echo. Love for the Bishop. 36.
Yeah, you see, Mega, you don't have to go with the most obvious, biggest character. You just have to take any character and just argue.
No, I just don't understand this. This is a stupid game because you're forced
Everybody else
to picking
gets it, but you-
someone. No bollocks. You're forced to picking someone, right, that you don't like. So how could you defend that? It's like, you know, if I had to pick someone, it'd be Ripley, right? But Brian picked Ripley, right? Now I have to pick someone that I don't think is as good as Ripley and then argue the point. That's
Yeah,
stupid.
but-
So
well,
there you go.
Ruin made these rules up, not me.
Well,
but
Roundhead Ruin is
between you and me, you should be able to pick the favourite, and it's whoever's got the best argument. But that's just me.
I mean, if we're talking
Ruin.
stupid, we're doing a 12-hour live stream of Attack of the
Oh,
Clones on Saturdays.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
clinical of stupid.
So winner was Echo. Right. Okay. Should we get
The winner
question?
was Bishop.
yeah, Bishop won.
Okay. So we've done that. Best character. Should we just do the worst character then, Rue? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or do you want to do best scene? Should we do best scene?
Well, yeah, that could be more interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We'll just do one more and then we'll get on with the other bits. What we're gonna do.
Okay. Yeah, because
Okay.
we've got some nice porn stuff coming up, haven't we?
Yes. Okay. So who shall we go first, Rue?
Well, I'm trying to think who went first. Well, Brian went first last time, who I've taken over for. So
Kips.
not me. Yeah, Swappers was. Yeah, let's
Go
go.
on, Kips. Best scene in. It's very high tech. Aliens.
Oh fucking! How do I? Jesus Christ! How do I decide what is the best scene in this film?
So
It's
many.
one of my favorite films ever made. So
Mhm.
it's so difficult to pick out one particular. Oh, jeez. I think probably it's so difficult, but I think probably I'm going to pick. I'm not going to pick the obvious one. I'm going to go for the scene when they're in the. I can't remember what the name of the place is. It's like a central planning station or
Mhm.
central coordination station, and they kind of lock themselves in.
Operations.
Yeah, that's the one. And they sealed all the doors. They've welded them all shut, and they just sort of had a bit of a meeting and figure out what the plan's going to be. And then suddenly they started getting movement on the trackers,
Yeah.
and they can't figure out where it's coming from. And they're walking around, like holding them around in all directions, trying to figure out the direction these things are coming from. And the sound's just getting tenser and tenser and tenser. You don't notice the soundtrack at this point, but it's very, very slowly building, and it's gone from silence, so you just hear the motion trackers as the sound, and it's very slowly sort of creeping in, and the tension's building ever closer every second. The scene plays out, and just the speech from the characters, they're getting nervous because they don't know what to do, and they're all loaded up with weapons, and you think, well, surely they should feel, pretty badass because they, anything comes close to them now, they're just going to blow it away. And you're looking around the room yourself and you're thinking, like, there's nothing in there. There's only them. And this whole state of panic is taking place. And you think, this is just going to be a false alarm. And then suddenly they're thinking, like, how the hell did they get in? How the hell did they get in? And then Hicks just suddenly decides, that must be something we missed. It must be something we missed. And he puts down a crate on the floor and steps on it and then pushes up the ceiling, and then you just see them coming towards the camera. That moment in the entire film is the biggest jump scare of all for me throughout the entire movie. It might not necessarily be everyone's favorite, but it's my personal favorite because it just epitomizes everything about Aliens to me. And why I keep going back to that film is the creepiness of it, the fact that we never get shown the creatures much throughout the entire film. And that's probably one of the scenes when we do see them most. And it's only a brief glimpse, and that's usually all you need, really, to just instill that paralyzing horror, and then the chaos that unfolds immediately afterwards, and your heart is in your throat from that point to the end of the movie, and it's just absolutely phenomenal. That's my favorite. Anyway.
Ian, favorite scene?
Favorite scene's the ending. It's the ending, really, is when she takes on the queen alien. It's a queen alien, isn't it? The queen alien. She takes on the queen alien. That's my favorite scene. Reason why it's my favorite scene is because it's suspenseful, and the special effects are really good as far as I'm concerned. It was all models and stuff like that. But when I first saw it, I never knew that it was models and stuff like that. But when you look at it closely, yeah, it is. Miniatures. It's really good, really good scene. The suspense is great. The sequence with Bishop is terrific when he gets pulled apart. Never saw that on screen done in a good way before. Literally getting a guy getting pulled apart, which was great. There's what else? The way the mother alien walked. Never saw that. That was no CGI. That was because I saw the making.
It's a puppet.
Well. They had miniatures, but they created a huge
animatronic.
Yeah, well, it wasn't animatronic. It was like 3 people in it, wasn't it? One was moving the leg and stuff.
Yeah, it was on a crane, wasn't it? It was on some kind of arm.
Yeah. So it was on a. So that was really well done as well, and just the foreshadowing with the what's that machine she was wearing, the power loader thing, just made the scene really, really special. Great sequence at the end, and I like the way they got rid of the alien, flushed him out into space where it belonged. Yep, that's it. I just thought that was the best scene in the film, personally.
It did a lot of firsts, this movie, didn't it? Inspired a lot of things that came after it.
Yeah,
in a lot of ways. Yeah,
definitely great film.
Echo.
Well, I go for the first action scene where the Marines have gone down into the installation to find the colonists. And they're going through these airy-looking tunnels, which have been carved out by the creatures. And what makes this so special is that your nerves have been, over the preceding hour, so pulled taut, and you're so wrought with stress and strain that. So that's what makes this scene so crucial, is everything that precedes it to build up to that. And when the guy uses the butt of his gun to lift up that colonist's head, and there's the stinger of a sound, it's truly shocking. And then she says, "Please kill me," and starts to convulse. And then what makes it even better is that you're going back and forth to create a sense of disorientation and fear and terror. You're going from the low grade imagery of the cameras on them to create a disorientation. Then you're going to the actual cinematography to capture it as well. So it's chaotic, it's terrifying. Plus, the Marines are utterly compromised because they've had to take their guns; they can't use them. So they're in a paralyzing state of stress and anxiety and claustrophobia, interspersed with Gorman breaking down and not being able to be of use. Plus, the music is swirling with that incredible. I don't know what type of motif that is, but it's kind of
James
like a horn
Horner.
motif. Oh, it's unbelievable. And so you've got all that chaos, and it's just the payoff of something you don't see these days, of an entire first act building up, ratcheting up the tension to this one incredible moment of release. So that's my pick.
Wow.
I think they did. It did something really great as well, didn't it? That I'd never seen in a film before. In that whole sequence was the whole sort of cutting between when you're in the hive with the Marines to Gorman in the APC looking on the screens, and then it cuts out the in between man. Then and suddenly we just get either action in the hive or view through the cameras, through the helmet cameras, and it's so disorientating, and it works so brilliantly all the way through.
Unbelievable.
Ruin, do you want to do it or shall I?
Well, yeah, I feel like
The
doing a
next
Mega
one.
Geek here because I've, all the best's been taken. I feel like that's
shall I do
the
it?
scrawny kid at the school dance and all the best girls have been taken. And I'm stood here trying to slim pickings at what's left.
May I do it?
Go on. I did have something lined up, but go on then. I'm sure you'll make a good fist of it.
My favourite scene is, when they've all awoken from suspended animation and they're having the meal. And is it the knife thing with, is it Hicks and the knife thing? Is it Hicks?
Hicks and Bishop, yeah.
Yeah. And he's doing the that scene, the knife doodah.
Yeah.
And then Bishop just nicks his finger, doesn't he?
Yeah.
With the blade. And then obviously they have their little bit of fun with that. And not funny now, and all that stuff. And then Bishop goes to sit at the table with Sigourney Weaver. And does he kind of suck his finger with the...
no, he just shows his finger.
With the white fluid.
With the milk coming out of his finger,
Yeah, and
milk scene,
Ripley goes ape shit.
Yeah,
You didn't tell me you've got a what is it? What's the name of it? Is it artificial person? What are they?
An android on board.
Yeah.
He says, "I prefer the term artificial person."
Yeah, and then she just go absolute batshit and throw the cornbread thing over.
You stay away from me. You hear that, Bishop?
Yeah, and then the soldier goes,
doesn't like the cornbread either.
I guess he didn't like the cornbread either. I fucking love that. Rue, would you agree, or do you want to do yours?
Yeah, my favourite part of your argument there, Brown's the way you stuttered through it, not really knowing the scene in any kind of detail whatsoever. You've chosen a filler scene as your favourite
Well, it was
part
from
of the whole
it was
movie.
from one bit to another.
It
just guess he didn't like the cornbread either. I just fucking love that.
Well, look, I think we're doing Brian a disservice if we go with that. I'm going to submit something else.
Man.
I'm going to go for the Vasquez and Gorman death scene, an iconic moment. We've really come to love these two characters. Vasquez is such a hottie. She's got the bicep. She's got the whole Spanish thing going on, South American, whatever we call it. She's such a badass, and Gorman's there, and there's that kind of a hint of a romance, but not really. They're just two badasses. They get cornered, and there's really no way out. But as a movie watcher, you're thinking, well, surely they're going to get out. They're going to find a way of getting through this. But the only way out is to basically give themselves up, and they pull the pin, they grip the
we're an asshole, Gorman.
Oh, what a line! It's such a moment, and we need that kind of It's what modern day films don't do anymore. We lose two fairly main characters, and that really then makes you think, well, anyone's fair game. Anyone could die here, and it's I enjoyed that moment. I thought it was it's the bit which I always think about actually when I think of Aliens. So that would be my submission. But Brown, maybe we go with yours because
I think yours.
The thing with the knife and the milk and
that's just comic. But yours is a far serious scene. Swappers, are you available to read this?
Film Comics Explained in the chat says, right. Somebody said alien, and she thought they said illegal alien and signed up.
No.
Political.
No.
Oh, Vasquez, you have been mistaken for a man.
Have you?
No. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do some pushbacks. Ruin. Who do you want to push back against? Echo was first encounter nest. Mega end scene hangar. Kippers operations alien roof.
Well, I'm going to play tactical here. I'm going to go with who I think could be the front runner. I'm going to push back on old Mega Geek because he's conveniently picked a whole third of the movie as his choice. Everything from basically Ripley appearing on screen to the credits. So but no, look, he fair shout. I did like my argument was going to be Ripley donning the old power loader and the face off, but yes, I'm just a little bit broad there, Mega. I don't know. I just think you could have refined it a little bit. I don't know, but secretly I want you to win, so you cheer up. I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I'm torn.
Okay. Kippers. Who do you want to push back against? Mega was end scene. Echo, first encounter, nests, ruin, Vaz, Gorman, death scene.
God, that's a tough one. I love the scene, but I'm going to push back against Vasquez and Gorman in that tunnel. And it's kind of it is a bit of a redemption arc for Gorman because we just hate him generally up to that point. But you kind of think, he actually when pushed to the
he
actually did. He came through. But it's a bit I don't know. Could it have been a bit more of a better ending for both characters? Could they have gone out with a better finale? Do you think?
Bang.
Yeah, because they're like stuck in a tunnel and they can't really do much to defend themselves. They haven't got much of a chance to be a badass. They're kind of closed off and limited with what they can do. Is there any way that scene could have been? Wouldn't it have been better if it was a different scenario?
Well, they could have disappeared like a hot fart in the night, like to someone, I guess. Yeah, fair play.
Echo, who do you want to push against?
I'm going to push back against Swappers, I think, because it's a cool scene. It's towards the end, and there is a bit of like drama and suspense and everything. But at that point in the film, you're almost kind of spoiling for a fight. And some of the tension has kind of worn off a little bit. So you're ready for that ramp up into the third act. Whereas with my scene, psychologically, it's horror, super suspense, super action, all at the same time. All of those things pitch perfect as strong as they can be. Plus there's claustrophobia. Plus we still don't know quite what the terms are with these creatures. So there's mystery and suspense. Whereas by the time of your scene, we know what the stakes are. We know what everything is. We've seen the creatures a few times. And it's a cool shootout. But the suspense isn't quite as strong. Plus, it's all cast in a kind of red, blackish kind of gloom and everything, and the cinematography and camera work's maybe not so cool. So that's where I would land.
Yeah, I might agree with that. My only defense is, you actually see more of the action, I guess, and the aliens actually doing something. Whereas in the Hive scenario, you don't really see anything. You sort of see the briefest of glimpses and you can't really work them out. But in the one where I'm kind of talking about, you do get to see them jumping around and attacking and things like that. But yeah, I have to agree.
Ian, who do you want to push against? Kippers was Operations Alien in the Roof. Echo, First Encounter in the Nest. Ruin was Vaz Gorman Death Scene.
The nest bit, because it was obvious what was going to happen. It was obvious that yeah, it was a nice scene, but it was obvious that it was they were gonna, half of them were gonna get killed, the rest were gonna survive. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it, really. You know what I mean? So I would push back on my own one, but I think it's the best scene in the film, personally. But there you go.
So you think the nest bit is like a culling mechanism to trim the cast down, basically?
Yes.
Yeah, you knew what was going to happen. I mean, it was all very you could tell what was going to happen, especially when you introduced to Gorman. You knew he was an arsehole. You knew something was going to happen. You knew that Ripley was going to be heroic at one point, especially when they went in there. You knew that half of them were going to get, not half of them, but a few of them were going to get killed. Blah blah blah.
Is it a tight? Is it a tight script, Ian?
It is. It is. There's lots of mistakes in that film, though. That's the problem with Aliens.
Yeah.
But it's a kick-ass movie, because that's what James Cameron does. He, even when you watch that sad movie Avatar 2, it was a bad movie, but the action was great. It was really great. He's really good at action, James Cameron. So, and also I think the story, I think this is a really good sequel to the first one that didn't copy the first one. It was its own thing. So
it has one of the greatest cutout scenes or edited out scenes ever, where they set up those gigantic
sentry bots.
Yeah, those sentry bots. That scene is incredible.
But the thing is, though, with that movie, you can tell that they didn't have enough money to do a lot of things. It's obvious that they flipped the shot upside down when all those aliens were crawling on the ceiling. Do you know what I mean? It was obvious that they couldn't afford that sequence with you just mentioned. They couldn't afford hundreds of extras to be aliens running around getting shot and blown to bits. You can tell that's why you kept hearing the sound.
I think there was about 6 or 7 people.
Yeah, but also another thing. There's one thing that I really did not like about this movie, and it just stunk of cheapness. It was the alien effects in the first one were absolutely brilliant, but it looks so real. I mean, I think they used real chicken's guts and stuff like that for the first one, and when you saw this one, it was like super glue. The what is it? The stuff that was sticking to things. It just looked really cheap. But that's a minor thing for me, because I know the difference between really good effects and something that's really been rushed. And I just got the feeling that the visual effects in this one didn't look as good as the first one, especially when it comes to the aliens themselves. You can tell the suits were cheaper. When you look at the alien in the first one, it was all it looked like it had been hosed down with water. It was all shiny and everything. Even the head was all slimy. But then when you saw this one, it was kind of like, yeah, they're people in suits. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. So I don't know.
Some of them I agree with that, yeah. The only gripe I have with the first one is that when the Captain Dallas is in those tunnels with the flamethrower, and then the alien appears and it does the jazz hands. That's the only thing I don't like.
Yeah, but you know what, right? It's funny you should bring up that scene, right? That scene needed cutting a couple of seconds out, because when it does the jazz hands thing, it holds on that shot for too long.
Yeah,
he should have just went showed the hands and then cut right there, but it didn't. Held on for far too long.
Also, just showing the head with like the mouth opening and the second one quivering with loathing, that would have been way better.
Yeah. Oh well, never mind. It's only little gripes, but I do love Aliens. Aliens is one of
it's a great movie. It's a
great movie. Absolutely terrific. One of my favorite movies. So there you go.
Is it now available on 8K or something?
Yeah,
Blu-ray?
4K. Yeah,
4K,
I've actually ordered it. So that and True Lies I've ordered too.
Okay, True Lies copy isn't supposed to be very good.
Well,
4K.
Well, it's the thing with people, isn't it? Like you can do a deep dive into things and see so many problems, like I did with Aliens with the effects. But really, in the long run, it's not really going to affect your enjoyment at all.
No.
How is a cleaner cleaner picture going to affect my enjoyment of watching True Lies? It's not going to. You know what I mean? It really is.
There are critics of the 4K release, though, saying that the removal of the original sort of 80s kind of VHS-y kind of graininess effect
Film grain, yeah.
have cleaned it up too much, and it looked better when it was harder to see things. Apparently, that's what a lot of people have said.
But you know, when you watch the movie, that's not gonna. If you're looking at that, you're not looking at the movie. Do you know what I mean? So it's only, as I said, it's only people that do the deep dive, and you know, they want everything to be perfect. Nothing's ever perfect. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's not going to stop people from buying it. That's for sure.
Vote closing in 30 seconds, peeps. Please vote.
If you released Aliens into the cinema today for its first release, if you maybe touched up a minute's worth of footage, it would still be monumental. 40 years later, it's incredible.
Oh yeah. They just re-released the first film, didn't they? I think.
Alien in the States. Yeah, I think it made about $1 million over the weekend, which ain't bad, is it, for a 40-plus-year-old film?
Yeah,
Not
absolutely.
bad. Not bad.
I saw the special edition cinematic re-release back in 2002, 3 or something.
Money going to Disney.
Oh no, it was way before that. It was way before Disney.
Okay, I'm going to close the poll, everybody. Here we go. Talk about yourselves.
I just want to suggest Brian Young treats himself and picks up a copy of Aliens and Jurassic Park and has a double header, couple of Iron Brews, some what do they call it? Deep roasted Mars bars, is it? What's that shit? I don't know. What is it? Fat fried Mars bar? I don't know. You know what I'm on about.
Cultural thing.
A couple of stuff a couple of haggis up his arse and just really kicks back and enjoys himself. You know, one hand on the remote, the other under the kilt, and just kick back and enjoy yourself, Brian. 2 cracking films. You've never fucking seen them. What's going on?
They are 2 of the best films ever made, for fuck's sake. Come on.
Okay. Right, here we go then, folks. So poll complete, 49 votes. Thank you.
I'm confident here. I know them all.
In 4th place, bringing up the rear, Ruin. Vasquez Gorman death scene with 12%. 3rd place, Kippers. Operations Alien Roof, 18%. That is a
I might not be keeping up on current events, but I just got my ass kicked, pal.
2nd place, Echo. First encounter, Nest, 30%. And the winner, Mega End Scene Hangar, 38%. There you go, Ian.
Do you know Bill Pullman? He met James Cameron. They were building the sets for Battle Beyond the Stars, weren't they?
Yeah, it was his lucky.
Yeah, that was So
Carpenter
basically, he wasn't even acting at that point. That's crazy when you think about it, isn't it? And then he ends up directing Aliens and he's in it. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy, right? Absolutely crazy.
And his bestie after that. Okay, Ruben, we've got 10 minutes. What do you want to do?
I would like to get into some swappers, kind of softcore porn. If we could.
It's the Diaries, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, bring Brian back in for that as well. I don't know what kind of scoring method you're using, but maybe we just leave it as a.
We'll just leave it as a bit of fun.
A bit of fun on a Wednesday night. Okay. Well done, Mega Geek. You got into the spirit of it in that last one there, and you put a sterling argument forward.
The quiz is a work in progress, isn't it, Ruin? We'll get there.
Yes, probably.
We'll get there.
You know,
we'll get there. We'll figure it out, won't we?
It's like my trilogy. Eventually, we'll get it.
Where did we get to? Was it day 18? I think I remember saying coming of age or something. So that's 17.
Another thing about Aliens, right? The one thing I didn't like about Aliens as well is the kit bashing with the. I don't know about you, but what's that drop chip? It looked like it was made out of Airfix.
It wasn't Apache
stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It
was. Yeah.
It was helicopter parts. Yeah, Apache.
Yeah, it was just a bit silly.
It did a good job though, considering that.
The Sulaco looked great though. Yeah,
I think the dropship was excellent as well.
I loved them all.
Someone's perked
So
up
did
after
I.
their win.
No, I just love aliens. That's all.
Should we
It's
do
a
a little
great
bit
movie.
of? We'll do a little bit of Apprentice Diaries then, folks. To
Yeah,
finish
let's
off.
do it. Yeah.
Swappers, care to read? We're on day 18, folks.
Okay, yes. Apprentice Day 18 had more training in the temple today, and I couldn't wait to show Master and Sprog the self-taught moves. Even with my young Jedi adventures toy lightsaber, I was certain I could deflect 3 shots in a row from the training remote and destroy it with a rebound. My blade may have been plastic, but the power of being female and something called plot armor can help me defeat anything. Or so I thought. For some reason, my amazing luck doesn't work on this planet. I need to find out why the little gremlin can do everything so well without training, and I can't. And to all the galactic misogynists out there, I really don't need my ass hit any more times. Thanks.
Who's banging?
I don't know. Somewhere.
Well, we are in the soft porn section of the show. Don't worry about that.
Who's making an earthquake?
Somebody's moving their desk. It sounds like.
Who's moving furniture?
It's like moving their desk.
Well,
Someone
I
set
did put
themselves up for a hand shandy. Is that what they're doing?
yeah, I did put the call out to go full Hugh Edwards, so maybe everyone's just adjusting
Come on, Swappers,
themselves.
what's happening here then, please?
I think we did this one last time.
Yeah, we
actually.
did this one. I remember that arse shot.
Yeah, we've done this one.
Yeah,
You sure?
it's
Did I fuck that
Oh,
up
it's
then?
round.
it's
Oh,
quite
God.
self-explanatory, really. Yes, there we go. There's day 19. This is a quick
Oh
one.
my god.
We got to this.
Yeah, we did that one last time.
Yeah,
Did
we
we?
did that one last time.
We
Yeah,
did.
and this
Okay.
one.
No, we didn't do that one.
We didn't
Okay,
do this
so
one.
go on
right.
then, Swappers. Apprentice Diary Day 19. I fucked it up. Sorry, folks.
Apprentice Diary Day 19. Just cannot be bothered today. Too knackered.
I mean, lots to admire in this, but as someone who mowed the lawn earlier today, I've never seen anyone wearing the old full Wellington boots to mow the lawn in. I'm just questioning the logic behind that. Maybe she's
Well-
worried about electrocution. I don't know.
Yeah, but you don't know what that's made of, do you? Because it's a different
True.
planet, so it might be something that
Yeah,
just to protect her feet. You know what I mean?
toxic.
yeah.
Toxic.
Yeah, exactly.
Could be. Bottom left though is wow. I'll sleep well tonight.
Common people's
should see-
overloading.
Ruin, you should see all the images that I didn't include.
I do hope you're going to Dropbox them to me, Swappers.
I've seen them. Do you want me to share them on the screen? Just
Yeah, come on, Brian.
No,
Yeah.
we'll-
Yeah,
we'll
that
have
worked
a
out
do
well
this.
last time.
Can
didn't
you
it?
see me, Howler?
Oh, hi, Brian.
Hi. Hi there.
Hi.
That's
You're
funny.
right.
I wish you looked like that in the movie, though.
Don't we all?
What, French maid outfit?
Yes, yes, definitely.
French
I
maids and
do
spades.
like the old Forces female just off the shoulder look.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean-
that's amazing.
It's made her look like a little boy in the film. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Whereas she looks like a proper woman here. doesn't
Yeah,
she?
yeah, she does.
They were
yeah.
just constantly pushing for the androgynous, sexless kind of character, weren't they?
Yeah, stupid people.
I know.
What's the bottom right one depicting? Is that the cupboards are bare, there's no food on the table?
No, she's tired. She can't be. She's too tired to actually get something to eat.
Yeah.
She's so tired.
She sat at the table and thinks, "Oh fuck, I haven't even poured myself any cereal," and it doesn't matter. She's just too tired to do
Oh,
anything.
no.
But that
Well, should
I would just add that top left image there. That's the safest picture I could upload of that one because all the others were just full on arse shots,
Wow.
so I couldn't put those on.
Will she be eating Mega Geek Crunch? Oh,
Hold on. So the AI will allow you to do that.
Oh,
Matt.
So,
It
here we
can.
go.
Well, the thing is, Bing AI. If you use
Yeah.
if anyone ever is ever familiar with that, sometimes it blocks anything that it might suggest that might be any way suggestive. And at other times, it'll churn out a picture that's basically full on porn randomly, and you're like, "What the hell does this come from?" I know, yeah. So it did, yeah. The images that it turned out for that one were kind of a little bit concerning.
That's
I don't know
weird.
why it did that. Yeah, I know.
Weird,
Maybe they've modded it since then. I don't know, but that's what it did. Yes, I've seen some things.
Eating Mega Geek's crotch.
Not crunch, crotch.
I don't know.
Okay. Should we do day?
Well, just before we do, I mean, in
go on.
a galaxy full of droids to do pretty much every job imaginable, it's slightly unfortunate she's having to mow the lawn, wash the X-wing. This sounds like a deflection on this. Mow the lawn, walk the dog,
Wash the
take out the
X-wing.
trash.
Well, of all the jobs in the Death Star, Finn was a fucking janitor and cleaned the toilets, so this is an upgrade.
Well, look, no one can.
This is all part of her training, though. So they can't get a droid. That'll interfere with her learning and experiencing hardship.
Of course.
Will you be
training?
having-
Did you say? I don't know about that.
Will you be having Sadiq Khan in the more recent upcoming episodes with Luke?
I'll be having Sadiq Khan doing the old full Hugh Edwards. He's going to get his hairy little arse out on screen, and yes, that's.
Should we do day 20?
Go on, let's do it. I can't wait. It gets more saucy apparently.
Who would like to read? Who can read? I can't. Echo.
Shall I?
Yeah.
Apprentice Diary,
Oh,
day
dear.
20. My popularity continues to plummet in the galactic social holonet. So to prove myself, I thought I'd look up who was the most popular strong female in the galaxy these days and challenge her to a fight. Master told me to go ahead as it would give me valuable experience. I might be mistaken, but I swear he was trying not to laugh. Anyway, it turns out it was actually Marshal June, or is it Dune, and she accepted my challenge.
Very good.
As I'm the best ever at everything, I thought there was no way she could win, so I told her that her attitude was abhorrent, and if she lost to me, she'd get fired from her job. Anyway, long story short, I now have to publicly apologize and spend a week in the Bacta tank until I heal from severe blunt impact trauma. Ugh, I really hate to admit it, but I found out the hard way. That female is a force.
Nice.
Oh,
This wasn't
Now
as good
we're
as I was
talking.
expecting. I was hoping for some Bacta tank, but no.
I had trouble generating that image for some reason. It wouldn't let me do it.
Which one?
Yes, this is
Which one?
Kathleen Kennedy's self-insert getting her arse handed to her, basically.
That was a few pounds ago for Gina, wasn't it?
yeah, she's.
Oh,
A few pot noodles since then.
I feel
I had a pot noodle today.
What
I
flavour?
feel so sorry for her. She's
Did you-
crying.
Chicken and mushroom.
Did you have
I literally
Rancor
feel
cock
sorry
flavour
for her.
again?
Ian, sorry.
I feel sorry for her. That picture there where she's crying. I'm like, stop
be
picking on her
twatted.
now. yeah.
Her crutches are a bit messed up in that lower image there.
Yeah, they're yeah. It's
You see, Cara Jean's just so brutal. She'd kick those in as well.
All right, yeah.
I wish we had Z with us so he could translate what's written on the bras there. I don't suppose anyone knows.
The force is female on the bottom one.
Oh, okay.
I thought Swappers would have done that himself and give us a
TFI,
nice little.
That's for the viewers to go and translate. As
I knew you'd something up your sleeve, Swappers. It's nothing's there by accident.
Is it naughty?
I'm not saying anything.
Little Easter egg for you there, folks.
Fuck's sake.
So like, she's a dyke, then I'm as gay as hell.
Okay. Anything to add?
Swappers, would you take a good pegging from Gina Carano?
I thought you were going to say Baby Yoda then. I'd take anything from her, to be honest.
Okay.
Same
Not
question to Ian. Would you
diet
take a
tips.
pegging?
What? Will I take a what?
Pegging. from Gina.
Pegging. What's a pegging?
No,
Like a beat. Like
no.
no, not at all.
Brownie, can I draw your attention to an unofficial poll going on in the chat? By Rennie L. She said, you might want to bring this up on screen if you dare. Which elder of the chat would you rather bang? B for Brown, M for Mega Geek.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna keep an eye on this. So far, it's
well, everybody's going B, obviously. See,
well, you say everyone. That's one,
cheers.
and that's your sock puppet account. So
Go. Yeah, that's it. Nobody then. There you go.
No.
I've been burgled, which is never nice. But
we'll keep an eye on these. Yeah, Max wants a bit of Mega.
Who doesn't? Smilex. Cheers, Smilex.
What is pubic hair?
On him skullet. M&B's.
What's that? What's that noise?
Look, put side of feet answer up.
Common people. B while thinking of a young M.
That's the right answer. There you
Oh,
go.
Side of feet. Legend in his
dear.
own lifetime. A young twink Mega. Fucking hell, it's a long time ago that.
Very long time ago, mate. Very long time.
The Mega
Rennie
Twin.
L. Oh, this is amazing. Oh my god, this is amazing. Oh, they are.
How did we get to smut on Mr. Brown's channel? We used to be so
Right.
innocent when we started.
Turned into the Benny Hill show in the last 6 months.
Istophobus. I think it's Brown and Mega together at the lemon pile.
Oh God.
Jesus.
Eating blue waffles.
You don't get this on your channel, Echo.
Not yet.
We don't get this on my
Bottom down
channel
a
either.
No.
But then you don't get anything on my channel.
Okay, what do you want to do? Are we going to do a few more? Or...
Yes,
keep
come
going,
on. I'm
keep going.
enjoying this, Brown.
Yeah.
Don't rush it. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't rush it.
Okay, to read it then, Ruin.
Of course, yes. Apprentice Diary Day 21. This Jedi training is getting really tiresome. After recovering from getting my arse burned and head pummeled, I've decided to stay away from the combat stuff for a while, which means I'm stuck back in the kitchen. But I'm a natural at all the cool things like flying and the Force and being a housemaid. I went to suggest that Master let me take out the shuttle and show him how great a natural pilot I am, only to find out while I was slaving away for hours, he and the Sprog had been relaxing, laughing at jokes about Mary Sues and girl bosses. Of course, I've had no piloting lessons, but that never stopped me before. I just need to be given a chance. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Cue the image. Oh my
Oh, Jesus.
Good God. Okay. Let's just
Why
take a
did-
moment of silence.
I think we need some saxophone music in the background for this, don't we?
Mm.
I love it how Echo goes. Echo goes.
Well, just using an egg beater on a potato is the thing that caught my eye.
It's a euphemism.
Yeah, well, yeah.
What's he always reading base?
But hold on,
Jedi.
I'm Matt. So basically, when you create these images, I'm curious. What prompt do you put in?
You don't
I
want to
mean,
know.
to
You
actually
really want to know?
create-
Yeah. I think Brown's channel is off the air if I say anything.
But
not bad?
even the picture with her and the broom, the picture of her and the broom is really nice. I mean, obviously the image of the girl's nice, but I'm just saying the light and everything. And do you have to tell AI to do all of that?
The
I really
framing.
don't understand how AI works. Tell you the truth,
For the lighting, I just said warm ambient glow,
Yeah.
and it came up with that. So-
right? Gotcha.
I've not seen Common
Oh.
People for a while. Has he self-imploded? Common People, are you in the chat? Let us know you're still alive, mate.
furiously wanked himself into a frenzy.
He's been in the chat for most of the night. But
No, I've not seen him for the last few
he's
minutes.
definitely been in the chat for.
But
he's
Swappers,
away jacking off.
Yeah,
if you
obviously-
use, let's say hypothetically, an image of Mega Geek, and there are photographs of him out there, obviously, you could interpose them hypothetically into these images as well in certain scenarios, hypothetically.
Right. So it doesn't. So what you're saying is that you could get a picture from somewhere else and copy it. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying overtly that swappers should try and interpose images of Mega Geek into these images moving forward. I'm just floating the idea of something that could hypothetically happen.
Now you give me inspiration now.
Brownie, it's the Phobos who's absolutely playing a blinder tonight. By the way, he's actually come up with the that's how you search for it, Mega Geeky. That's what you need to put in.
Yeah,
Image Daisy Ridley, but with a woman's body. No, really? Do you have to write that?
Oh, fucking hell. The middle bottom slide looks a bit more like the one with Chad Skywalker. Looks a bit more like Daisy, Disney Daisy, doesn't it? That Skylar McTorn face she's got going on.
Yeah.
Chad Skywalker, I love that. I just love it.
What's everyone's favourite from the selection? Because there's a few doozies in there. I mean,
Chad Skywalker.
The bottom left image, you can't really see unless Brown enlarges it, but it were.
I can't wait, sorry, mate.
It says something like how to take your driving test or something like that on it, just in case anyone needs to see that. Or flying test, rather. So she's desperate to get into the starship over there, but she's been forbidden to do so because she hasn't had any lessons.
Didn't stop her from stealing the Millennium Falcon, though, did it?
Well, that's it. You get to find out what happens in the next episode when she does.
I think I've seen it already.
Ian, favourite still out of those? A lot of people.
The one with the broom. I like
Top
the one
middle,
with
it's
the
a
broom.
belter. Yeah, top middle.
No. The one on the right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Top right.
Top right. Yeah.
Top right. Top right and middle, the favourites of the chat.
top left for me. Egg whisk and potato aside. I mean, the rest beautiful.
What day are you up to on these swappers? Are you still doing them?
34, I think it is.
Christ.
Wow. Okay, should we do the next day?
Go for it.
Brian.
Apprentice Diary, day number 22.
So, well, Master and the sport were laughing about a joke about the woman that I was. I decided to prove them and the rest of this misogynist galaxy wrong.
This is Shooty Gatwa's father.
Because I know how amazing a pilot I am with no experience naturally. I dashed out and borrowed the Felice 9000. I mean, it had never crashed. So what is the problem? I'm tired of always being told I'm not ready, but a woman are born ready for literally anything. And we don't need the men to do it for us. So on my mission to break the glass ceiling, I wound up breaking the shuttle. And now I'm stuck in the tank of the Vector for yet another week with 4 shattered limbs, the 7 broken ribs, and the ship repair bill that I have to work off doing housework for the rest of time.
Oh, look at that. God, swappers, what's happening? I'm going to blow my nose.
It's quite self-explanatory. I don't think this needs an explanation, does it? Really?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
She's just stolen the shit. Luke's trying to stop her. She's like, "No, fuck this! I'm flying it away." She doesn't do very well.
Ambulance comes along to take her away. That's hilarious. Oh dear.
She does look quite tasty when she's sitting in that pilot seat, though, I have to say.
Oh, yeah.
How long does one of these, this section of stills here, how long did that take you to do?
Let me think. Well, the generation, it just depends on how long the generations take for you to get the one that fits properly. And you have and has the right angle that you've got in mind. You've got like a director mindset. You have to think of a decent angle. So that's what all porn directors say, anyway. And the bottom two on the right with Luke, the back of Luke here, took a while because I had to Photoshop the second one, because the first one he had his hand on his head, and I had to Photoshop his hand. It might have been the other way around, actually.
Oh, okay.
I Photoshopped his arm from being on his hip to being on his head, so it looked like he'd changed from one scene to another. Otherwise, Luke would have been the same in both. And I Photoshopped the ambulance over the top of the image and put in the smoke instead of the explosion above the bottom. So that bit took like a few minutes to do, but the rest of it is kind of quick, really. After I'd stopped furiously wanking myself.
I was going to say, I wonder how many litres of, let's just say, titty milk were expelled during this creation.
Yes.
Should we do one more? Then we'll get out of
Go on.
Ian, are you available to read this?
No, I'm not reading this. No. Get somebody else. Somebody else.
Swappers.
Apprentice Diary Day 23. After a week in the back tank, I had a strange dream about action figures made to look just like me. There were so many, thousands and thousands, far more than anyone could ever buy. I picked one off the shelf and was horrified to see it look just like me, trapped and screaming to escape. And when I turned around, all the figures were on clearance, and still no one would buy them. So they all had to be shredded and fed to the Sarlacc. Was the force to tell me something? Now I can't help wondering if this is to be my destiny, discarded, unwanted, and forgotten forever. What a nightmare.
Oh, yes. Well,
you kind of broke the I don't know what you call it, the fourth wall, whatever, with this, because you've broken her reality, haven't you? She goes to the shop and she sees toys of herself.
It's a bit of a paradox, but it is a dream, so it's a dream.
Right.
Meta.
Yes.
Who would buy the top right?
I would.
I'd buy a life-size version of the top right.
Did I just think that out loud?
Not a 32D in that last image by any stretch.
No, she's not. Yeah.
No.
Touch of the Winona Riders in that middle one, especially if she's shoplifting.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
I love the way it says Mary Sue on the package as well.
Yeah.
What an insult.
Did you Photoshop that Swappers? The packaging looks incredibly accurate.
The back of the box I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I edited that on because it didn't make sense. What it generated didn't make sense, so I added that bit on.
Yeah.
Here you go, folks. I've been burgled, which is never nice. What it could have been, yeah.
Well,
If
in the toy,
If
you
only,
get a
folks,
huge
if
loaf of bread. What's that all about? It's
so she can make Luke a sandwich, isn't it? She's got to have that.
What else do we have there? What's the
bucket.
cylinder, the bottom left next to the brush? What's
I
that?
don't know what that is.
I think it might be wet wipes.
Oh, wet wipes.
Right.
Yeah.
The AI in that one is amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I would genuinely buy that toy in the top right. Yeah.
If they made it, can you imagine? I think that would sell pretty well. That one.
Yeah, it'd probably keep Toys Were Us in business.
I like the way it's got bendable knees and the mouth position as well. I mean, it's all very well thought through.
Easy. Okay then. What day was that? That was day what?
18 was it? 19? Oh,
Day 23. So we are on day 24 next time. I'll put it in the chat to remind me. I did that last time. I completely forgot. I think that's it, folks. We've got a big weekend coming up, haven't we, Ruin?
Yeah.
Ruin, care to explain what we're doing?
Well, if you don't know, then now you do. We are doing a 12 2-hour movie discussion of some would say the second best Star Wars movie after The Last Jedi. It's Attack of the Clones, scene by scene, painstakingly discussed in detail. Plenty of analysis of breast sizes at
Dong.
barely in the afternoon if you're in the UK when we kick this off, going right the way through till midnight. No idea. You just don't know who you're going to get on the stream. Brownie's calling in all his favors. Apparently, there's a few big names coming up, and
Southern Hemisphere people who never seem to get in contact. Never mind. Robot head.
But it's going to be a good day, isn't it, Brown? We're looking forward to it.
Yeah. Hopefully. I will say, peeps, if you want to come on and you've got a mic, drop us a mail. I think we've got common people coming on. We're going to do a mic test with him.
Wow. Your standards for guests are quite low, aren't they, Brown? Basically, if you've got a mouth and a mic.
Ideally, yes. Ideally.
Yeah.
So that's on Saturday, isn't it, Ruin? It's
this Saturday.
Yes.
It's this Saturday, and we know we have watchers from all over the world. It's 12 p.m. GMT.
Well, it's BST actually.
The
British
Sadiq
summertime.
Khan mean time or whatever you call it. Work that out. Put it into Google. Work it out. Set your alarms. I'm sure you can join us at some point.
Yeah, midday UK, folks.
Yeah.
It's either gonna go amazingly well or just be it's gonna be bad. But I'm hoping it's gonna go amazingly well.
I'm most interested how you're going to wrap this within 12 hours, or are you going to be wrapped within 4 hours, or are you still going to be in the first third of the film by 20 to midnight? You just don't know which way it's going to go.
There's a lot of slides, so we'll just wing it. Either way, StreamYards kicks us off at 12 hours.
We once did 9 slides in 2.5 hours. I think it's going to be okay.
And what a stream that was.
9 slides.
Can you remember what that was, Brian? What was that?
I think it was RoboCop.
Oh.
Good film. You can't rush RoboCop.
No, that was generally worth that, though. Generally.
Can I just draw our attention to Archer Colin in the chat, who's looking for the link for the Apprentice Diaries, if anyone has it on the panel? Swappers.
I shall endeavour to post it in the chat.
And that is it. My cat is going meow, meow.
That's generally what they do.
They do. Number 43, folks. That is it. Chat. It's been a bit hit and miss tonight, but we got there in the end. Chat, you are... Yes. It's a work in progress, folks. Chat, you are wonderful. Thank you for the interaction and the super chats. Good work, my friends. I will thank the guests. Echo. Chamberlain.
Thanks for having me on, Brownie.
Great to have you.
Good to hang out with you guys.
Not Brian. Cheers, Brian.
Cheers, Brian. Thanks also to Swappers, Rune, Echo, Mega, and of course the chat. Thanks, folks.
I'll do a bit of jiggery pokery. Bear with me. Darth Kipling. Cheers, Kippers.
You're very welcome. Now I'm looking forward to Attack of the Clones in a few days. My God, I'd better get some sleep in beforehand.
Are you taking part? I keep asking. You've been radio silent. Are you on that?
I will be at some point during that day. Yes, although I'm going to be out. I'm going to be out between midday and 6 p.m. though. But after that,
okay, I'll put you on for a light stint. And last but by no means least, the Mega Geek himself. Ian David Diaz. Cheers, Ian.
No worries.
That is it, folks. We will see you on... In fact, tell you what, here you go, look. We will see you for this. It's on Saturday, folks. Bring your colostomy bags, as it were. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon. Tell you bye.
Bye, baby.